Here we go.
It's not our fault.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Zagger-tastic stream. It is I, your friend, the one, the only Z, a single gut-erd, Zaggard, and I hope you're all having a wonderful morning, noon, night, evening, whatever time it is for you today. Welcome back to the struggling of my PlayStation 5 in this warm weather in my stuffy room. We are joined with Andrew AKA TheMythologyGuy.
Hello, hello.
If we look a little different, I turned the brightness down. I'm trying something new, seeing how it works. Let me know what you think.
We are now shadowy people. Hello, shadows. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I've come to talk with you again. In the world that's slowly creeping.
So, it's funny, to be playing this right after watching Shogun. Everyone wanted me to do a video on it, so I watched most of it. Haven't finished it yet. Each episode's an hour long, so... You know, an actual hour long, not 20 minutes and then 15 minutes of credits and then 5 minutes of next time on. I hate it when a show does next time on. Shut up! Like, God.
On the one hand, I do really find it annoying. On the other hand, there's also, like, apparently it works, and that's what gets people to watch shows, which tells me...
I hate that it works, though. Just like I hate that telling people to like and subscribe works.
But the thing is, that's not even on the problem of the people doing it. It's on the problem of people who can't remember that they want to watch a show every
right,
Wednesday.
that show I'm watching. I'll tell you what there's no excuse for. This time. You ever see a show that starts with, tonight, here's what's about to happen? It's like, well, why don't you just play the episode then? How short of an attention span do people have?
Really short.
Like, here's what's going to happen in literally 5 minutes.
There's a reason why TikTok exists.
I hate it so much. Every time I try to watch Lego Masters, I have to skip the first 3 minutes of the episode because it's going to spoil the sets they're about to build. It's like, I don't want to know yet. I want to see them build it, you assholes.
Again, it works, and that's the problem.
I hate that it works.
I know. I understand your frustration. I am with you there. It's...
Well, I derailed a little bit. Shogun's good. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm hoping I'll finish it tonight or tomorrow, and then video on Friday.
They'd have to really crap the landing for the rest of the for you to like change your opinion from now to whatever episode.
No, yeah, but look, I don't think it's like a masterpiece like everyone's saying, but it is good. I'm enjoying it. Like it's kind of like season 1 of Game of Thrones where nothing's really happening yet.
I think when people call it a masterpiece, they're talking about within the current year or season of shows.
Yeah. If you compare it to other shit from the past year, it is a masterpiece. And I think it's got everything in place to be a masterpiece, is what I'm saying. So far nothing like stupid has happened, and the sets are great, and the characters are great, and the acting is great. The Japanese characters actually fucking speak Japanese, which is nice. It's interesting though. It's a fictionized version of the tale of the Anjin, like Neo, which was also a fiction. Well, not fictionized. That was a fantasyized version of the tale of the Anjin. But technically, the definition of fiction is this could happen, but it didn't.
No. The definition of fiction is anything that isn't real. You're thinking science fiction.
Well, science fiction, like I was taught the definition of that is maybe it could happen if science got to that point, whereas fiction is just like, it's a possibility, but it's not a true story.
No, fiction just means made up. That's all it means. That's because fantasy is just a genre of fiction.
Well, fantasy is stuff that could never happen, but like...
No, fantasy is a genre, not a specific type of story.
Okay, whatever. But the point is, Neo has mythical shit in it, and Shogun doesn't. That's what I was trying to say.
Not long ago, tearing up the road like starving wolves.
How is Shogun? Oh, well, I You know, I hope I answered you there. It's a good start so far, and there is cool stuff in it, and I'm really invested in all the characters and stuff, so that's good, you know?
Yeah.
Again, the sets look great.
I hate it when movies and shows have people speaking languages other than the main one of the movie, and don't actually speak the language, just speak the same language as the rest of the movie. Wait, can you elaborate on that? Because, oh wait, there's a burp. Because if what you mean is just that they're speaking like English, even though they're supposed
Even though
to
it takes place in like Egypt or something.
that is usually just because it's like, oh, it's easier for the audience to...
I always see that as like it's just being translated.
Yeah,
for
that's me too.
But this movie literally has, again, it's the tale of the Anjin, so it is a European man in Japan. So it would be weird if all the Japanese people were speaking English along with them. So, because there is a language barrier there.
That's part of the story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm just curious what Yuki meant by his sentence. Either that or I just read it completely wrong. Oh my god, no!
Hey Alpha, hey Toko, hey Yuki.
Why did you show me... Okay, so I got here, right?
Yeah.
And then it showed me the circle to hook up to that.
Yeah?
From here.
I'll bet you could have done it. Did you try? Did you even try?
What was the point of telling me that I...
It's proposing a challenge. Give it a shot. There's no chance unless you take one.
That would be like if I showed you the Empire State Building and said, hey, there's the top. You could climb it, maybe.
You know me, and you know that's a conversation we would have.
That's true. Oh, there are people here.
Yeah, people you're supposed to be killing. Yeah, remember we rode through this area and didn't help, so it's still under attack. You were damaged.
No,
Ghost
this is
Streak
my first
reset.
time getting it damaged with the ghost.
Yeah. It's just letting you know how it works.
Oh, son of a banshee. Hey, no running.
I'm fine with being given 30 seconds of the next episode when I'm watching a new show so that I can tell if it's going to be interesting. I guess, yeah, but I don't know. It's just me, I guess.
How do people recognize me immediately, by the way? They just know there is the ghost.
I wonder how they know that, because there are times where you have to tell people you're the ghost, and that makes sense. Maybe it's just they see the way that you fight. I don't know. Even though you don't fight all that different from a regular samurai.
Or sided with the Mongols.
Rest easy. I'll discuss this with Lord Sakai.
Oh, you're saying like, okay, yeah, I agree with you then, Yuki. That is weird.
Attacking caravans, blaming us. I caught up to his group too late. Saved him, but not the others.
Where was he ambushed?
Close. Why?
Find the ambush.
That's not an area close. That could mean anything.
Close the ambush. Close. That doesn't answer my fucking question.
Then he likes saying, where's the army? They're close. Thanks, that's real helpful. North, east, south, west, just pick one.
Rest here. Eat the food I gave you, and wait a while before you leave.
Thank you, Sensei.
Show me where he was ambushed.
Come on, get on your horse.
Show me, you fucking asshole. Now, because you had to give me a vague-ass answer, I'm gonna need you to show me the exact location.
How did you find me?
Someone heard a convoy being chased.
People avoid the roads because of Tomoe.
What does that have to do with him, though? Wait, how did that help him find you? Wait, what? Were you just coming on upon here randomly and happened to find him?
Why would Tomoe attack supply runs in Kushi Prefecture? There's no strategic importance.
No. But Kushidera Temple inspires people. Could be a Mongol effort to break morale here.
You don't sound convinced.
I think that's part of it. Not all. Tomoe betrayed everything I taught her. Then she betrayed me. And after me, her home. I'll hunt her past the horizon if I must.
Whoa, this is a cool-ass looking tree.
That's a nice looking tree.
I
Some
thought
dev had a good time making that tree.
I thought it was a statue at first, then I realized it was a tree. I was like, oh shit, well done.
That's like one of those trees you clip, like, to maintain.
Well, I know exactly what
Yeah,
you're
I
talking
forget what they're called, though. Well, you guys know what we're talking about. There's a Lego set of it.
Bonsai trees.
There you go.
Yeah, bonsai trees are cool.
No other survivors.
Mr. Miyagi had a bonsai tree.
Longbow arrows.
Of
In
course.
fact, that was the symbol of his dojo.
He was training it to fight in the karate tournament. It failed him.
No, that's in the second one where it's like, can you chop 50 wood bricks in half with your bare hands? Don't know. Never had to fight tree before.
Until now, and then the tree comes up.
Fucking love that shit.
Yeah, it's the fucking Ents versus the trees from Wizard of Oz.
The ones that just throw apples at you.
Sage scholar. No travel is permitted on these roads, on pain of death.
Crude, but effective.
This
No travel from here. That's wow. That is.
You know, some people just put a note on a post. You don't have to put it in a dead body. It's a little maarte right there.
It's it's all part of the messaging. It's branding. Part of the brand. Gotta make it disgusting.
Hey,
as possible.
Mike Lightning.
Lightning.
I'm gonna tell you this, Mike. That sounds like a stripper name.
And here comes
Please welcome Mike Lightning. Woo!
Hot guys have problems too. Stop looking at us. We're not dancing for you. This is our personal time.
And when he comes out, they play Ride the Lightning.
Why is she
Okay.
Look up the Fit Hot Guys Have Problems Too song if you get the chance, chat.
No.
I told the chat, not you.
Doesn't matter. I still refuse.
Please, no.
I just freed you and you're gonna try to kill.
She said,
Tomoe, what did she say?
she said I could live until the samurai came.
Oh, damn. That explains why she was freaking out.
Yep.
What's going on?
What's going on is you don't know how to play this fucking game! This is random, but I found a guide that tells you what gender baby chickens are. Congratulations!
Oh yeah, the way you can tell what gender baby chickens are is based on a tiny little tail feather.
Cool.
And they were actually bred that way because it used to be really fucking hard to tell.
I have yet to be in this kind of scenario, but now it's good to know if years from now
The only
aliens start frying the town and go, listen, we are going to kill everyone until somebody can tell me whether this baby chicken has a dick. And then I'll be like, aha, the time has come.
You want to know the reason I know this fact? Pokemon. It's because a female Torchic will have a small little dot on its lower backside, and a male won't.
That's because that dot is the cloaca.
If only it were that easy. If only.
They piss out that hole, they poop out that hole, they get fucked up that hole, and they lay eggs out of that hole. That must be a very dirty hole.
Probably, yeah. They're chickens. They're not cats. They don't lick themselves 20,000 times a day.
Cats must have filthy tongues.
They actually have very clean mouths.
Tomoe set a trap for us.
Nah,
Walked right into
I don't believe it.
I spoke with her 2 days ago.
But you did?
The captive.
Oh.
Talking about a Japanese woman she saw with the Mongols. I asked her to find out where they were camped and report back.
You did what?
It could have gone the other way.
It could have, but it
Stand over
didn't.
Tomoe's body instead.
You talk about what it means to be a warrior, how Tomoe undermines that. But you and she are the same.
You expect
You
us
can
to be
tell because your eyes are still seen and mine are not.
Go.
That almost sounds racist.
But only a child expects perfection of his elders.
Finish your thought, Sensei.
We all carry weapons. We all choose between life and death.
And you're too comfortable with that power.
And if I weren't, I would be dead. And so would you, Ghost.
Not everyone can be a samurai.
But we're all killers.
Are we? What about someone who's never killed anyone? Is that a killer?
Not to deal with.
Yes.
I don't know. That's a weird. I mean, I get what you're trying to say. You're trying to be all poetic, but you're not necessarily correct.
Listen, the first thing the doctor told me when I was born was, "You're a killer, you piece of shit." And then he hit me in the face. And my dad came and said, "What are you doing? Hit him harder!" And then he punched me in the face. And that was how he established our relationship.
Well, that got abusive real fast.
Look, like, my dad's angry that he wasn't allowed to hit me more. He said, these kids are too soft these days. When I was his age, my parents played basketball using me. My dad sunk me with a three-pointer, and then my mom grabbed it and performed a slam dunk. And then I died, I tell you. I've been dead the whole time. It was a huge twist.
Is this a M. Night Shyamalan movie now?
Shyamalan's movie was too soft.
What was the movie supposed to punch you?
Yes.
If so, I actually haven't.
When I was a kid, we'd go to the movie would just punch us in the face.
So, Devil.
Yes.
That movie punched me in the brain. If you throw a jelly and it falls jelly side down, the devil
That
is...
stupid ass film. You know, that was supposed to be the first of an anthology of movies Shyamalan made, but the first one was so bad, they were like, no thanks.
Classic.
It wasn't enough for the Mongols to kill my father. They had to desecrate his legacy.
Your Master Izo.
Oh, you were Master Iso's kid?
Apparently.
You don't look like a master.
See his like again.
His dad was the master.
Yeah, and how come you don't look anywhere close to that?
I don't think you know how this works.
No, I know, but like he didn't teach you any of his shit?
He knows how to build. He's saying he wants to fix his father's statue.
Oh, I thought they were talking about some sort of samurai.
No, like he was a master
Not a
builder.
stonemason. Got it. He's a stonemason.
He was a master builder. He built Legos.
Ah, yes.
Optimus Philip is here. Hello.
They've been catching up on the chat.
Like Lightning has trouble catching our streams because he has to get up early for work and it's late for him. I get it. You got the early stripping shift, my friend.
Locate the skull. Why do we have to look for his house? Don't.
How to find it? Because that's where his tools are.
But don't you know where your own house is? Just
No, he forgot. Okay, it was a long walk.
It has no object permanence.
You don't understand. His whole brain is on building.
Is his house the one that's on fire?
Mike's in Portugal.
Portugal. Is that a Pokemon?
I'd prefer my name to be a wrestler name, but stripper, sure. Well, maybe you do both. Like, you come out to strip, and then somebody goes to smack your butt, and then you grab him and body slam
Yeah,
him.
wrestler by day, stripper by night.
Don't mix up the two professions. Mike, stop beating up the other strippers. You've made a horrible error. Oh, damn, I'm sorry I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Sometimes I forget which ring I'm in. This isn't a ring. You smashed her face into the pole.
I thought that's what it was there for. You know, like the steel chair.
At least if you put a note on a dead body, not just anyone's gonna read it.
That's true. You know, that's a good life lesson right there. If you want to make sure a specific person reads your note, put it on a dead body.
Kinda random, but what are your Chinese zodiac signs? I'm pretty sure we're both dogs.
No, we're both rooster because we were born in January. So, 94 was the year of the rooster, but the lunar calendar starts in February, so we're technically 93.
You mean 94 was the year of the dog?
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Did I say you're the rooster?
You know, I'm gonna choose to believe I'm still a dog, because I like dog better than rooster. I refuse to be a cock. I'd
But
rather
you-
be a bitch.
You have one, you are one.
Alright, so you're an armpit. Like,
I am.
such a dumb saying. You're like, if you have one, you are one. Okay, we're all assholes. We're all toenails. Like,
Yeah, we
what
are
kind
all
of
assholes.
saying even is this?
An honest
We're
one.
all esophaguses. Like, what does this even mean?
It's an honest one. We're all. That's it. We're all. We are all.
Alright, people saying their zodiac signs.
Oh, is his house? Oh, there's his house. We found his house. There's Mongols. Alright. I started a new roguelike.
Oh, yeah?
And by new, I mean it came out 2 years ago?
Okay.
So 2022. It's pretty good so far.
What's it called?
Moonlighter.
Okay. So you're gonna burn down the moon? What's that Big Bang Theory saying? Saying we're gonna shoot a little laser at the moon. You're gonna blow up the moon. No, we set it to stone. Oh, smart.
That sounds like something else. Big Bang. This guy's just here eating soup while the Mongols are
Yeah,
attacking.
that's the builder.
Poor boy. I'll take you to him.
No. The reason
He's
I'm
building
alive
a
is because
statue.
the Mongol general admires my work.
The Mongols are mutilating your sculptures, destroying your legacy.
He wants me to create a masterpiece for Kublai Khan himself. I can't refuse.
Gather your tools. We're leaving.
Which of my statues?
That wasn't really much of a
That's
con.
down the road.
I created that to honor my son's birth. It's not my finest work.
He disagrees.
Mamoru is a good son, but his eye for art has always been lacking.
Whatever you may believe, that statue is one of the greatest in Kushi.
Kushi, do you know how vast the Mongol Empire
You
is?
sound like you're chasing fame and glory.
Aren't you? Everyone respects and fears the ghost, don't they?
I'm fighting to save my people.
You're lucky. You've never had to choose between duty to others and to yourself.
That is true. He has not had to choose that.
But he does have to choose between the duty to his people and his duty as a samurai. Like, to do things the honorable way or the way that will win.
The question then is would losing still be honorable?
Is it honorable to let your people die?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Hide. Don't make a sound.
Oh, there's Mongols at the statue now.
Did they kill his son?
What do you think? This
Yeah.
game only has the happiest of endings.
Come at me. I like how it had to do a full 360 camera turn.
It's like that guy's all the way over there. Yeah, you've got the full 5 streak. There you go.
I
Got a
killed
trophy
all
for
the
that.
guys.
All
Oh,
in
that's
the
fucking
wrist.
Oh, and I had
No.
my ghost form. Too.
Oh,
What the?
that's-
My horse!
What?
Did you just see
Your
that?
horse just noped the fuck out. He's like, I don't know you anymore. I just saw you butcher 5 people.
Yep, they killed him.
No, he's resting.
Oh boy. Sweet Mamoru.
He died defending your legacy.
I destroyed all to have him back.
All you can do is honor his memory. Be the man he thought you were.
I'm sorry, my son.
Wow, we're this close to getting another skill point. It's like,
No, fuck you. Lily quoting Mulan over here. I remember watching American Dragon back in the day. Oh yeah, I used to love that show.
I only watched the first couple seasons, and then when they changed the art style and time slot, I never finished.
It was weird when they completely changed the arts. It's like, they didn't just change the art style, his dragon design completely changed, his grandpa's dragon design completely changed.
Yeah, but something about the artist had to leave or something. I don't remember.
You know what's interesting, though, is I kind of preferred the later style. It had way more energy to it. Like, but with the dragon design, like, it's funny how he went from being like this buff, muscular dragon to like a skinny dragon. Though, to be fair, that is more Chinese dragon accurate.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be an American dragon.
Oh yeah, point taken. Point taken.
I do like later when you can meet some of the other dragons. Like, he's the Italian dragon.
Did they ever, I gotta go back and look at some of the scenes. Because, like I was about to say, it would be really cool if they had some, like, European dragons that actually look like European dragons, but maybe they did. I don't know. I'd have to take a look.
I don't remember.
I remember they had some episodes where they had gatherings of dragons from all over the world, so maybe I should take a look. How cool would it be if they had, like, Idrai Gok in there, the red dragon from Wales and shit? You have a cup of that dragon.
I have a coaster of that dragon.
Oh yeah, there he is. Boom. I don't think they can see it. It's too dark.
There you go. I mean, you could also just look it up, so...
Yeah.
Look up the Wales dragon.
Damn, you guys are a pair of cocks. You shut the fuck up. Why not?
What month in 2006, though? Was it before or after the Lunar New Year?
Why not stripper by day and underground wrestler by night? Sure.
Because strip clubs don't open until after 8.
Listen, he's a very bad stripper. They give him the morning slot. But he's a great underground wrestler. Look, we work 2 jobs. We're not always great at both of them, okay?
So he's half-assing 2 projects. And
That's
not
why he keeps
full-assing.
accidentally beating up the other strippers. He's got too much passion for his other job.
No, stripping is his passion, but he's just naturally talented at wrestling.
Hey, Pat Costello.
Welcome back, friend from the Philippines.
Apparently Pat's a monkey. Okay.
Okay.
The statue will have a happy meal in his hand, for what that is the legacy this man intends to leave. Okay.
No one saw me. I am ninja. No, you didn't see anything. You didn't see anything. It's all good. You didn't see nothing.
Mike Lightning also likes the second dragon design. I liked both dragon designs. The second one felt more Chinese, was what I liked about it. I did like his grandpa's first design better, though.
Oh, that somehow didn't hit?
Grandpa's first design looked like an actual, like, legendary Chinese dragon. His second dragon design looked like they just stuck his human grandpa head on a dragon body.
No one saw that. No one saw that. See? Totally fine. Totally invisible.
Did you see the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer? Yeah, I mean...
Didn't that come out like a month ago?
Well, there was a new one that just came out like 2 days ago or something.
I did not see that one.
Like a full trailer. Yeah. I don't think, from what I've seen, I don't think this is the same Wolverine as the Fox X-Men movies. I think it's a different universe one. Because I don't think they want to, you know, mess with the Logan legacy. Which makes sense.
I mean, it could also just be before that. What?
Yeah, that's an option, but I think they want to be able to do whatever they want with this character. So.
I mean, it probably is another timeline since the TVA is involved.
Yeah.
Which I'm not fully happy about, but whatever.
Someone's about to die, dude.
I thought I saw
Okay, I swear, if he doesn't kill that guy before you get there, he sucks at his job. Didn't he just swing? What, did the guy dodge it? Okay, yeah, you failed. It looks like she dodged his attack point blank. He's like, whoa, whoa, and she's still standing there. I'm like, what just happened?
Look, secretly that person is a ninja.
I mean, it makes sense for the TVA to be involved if they're going to be the main Marvel universe, because Deadpool did do a bunch of time shit at the end of the last movie.
That is true. I was wondering if that would actually have a continuity.
I didn't think that was going to be canon. I thought that was just a joke at the end of the film, but they're going off of that. I'm like, yeah, you know, Deadpool, I guess it makes sense. But then again, shouldn't that mean Cable should be able to go home?
Yeah, but see, in the Sacred Timeline, Cable can't go home.
Apparently there was some drama behind the scenes because Marvel wanted to put She-Hulk in the movie, and Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman didn't want that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't want her in the movie either.
Yeah.
Like, she was funny enough, but, like, also, that show was
was bad. Like,
the whole time I'm just gonna be thinking, they put this in here just because they wanted to make
it's
her...
like, I get why they wanted her in there. It's like, oh, the two fourth wall characters, this'll be fun. And it's like, yeah, but there's not a lot of love for one of them because you guys kind of fucked it up really bad. Like, apparently the actress is really unhappy that she got taken out of the film.
That's probably because Marvel told her she'd be in it, and now...
Yeah.
I mean, I would be unhappy too. It's like, oh, I get to be in a big AAA blockbuster. Or AAA, it's not a video game. What about the next quadruple A game?
Oh, God. Do not buy any more Ubisoft games at launch. I'm gonna say that. I'm sick and tired of Ubisoft's crap. I'm not buying that Star Wars game. I don't care anymore.
I'll buy it if it looks like stuff coming out.
The only reason I would buy it is like a year later when they release their inevitable like special edition with all the DLC already in it for $30.
You think it'll be only a year? It's gonna be like 6 years later. Because they're gonna have a DLC every 2 months.
They're not gonna have a DLC every 2 months.
No, I know.
I know. But here's the thing, even if they said they were gonna, they wouldn't. Like, that's how companies are these days. Oh, we're gonna constantly add... No, you're not. No one ever does. I'm sick of that promise. And then some fans are dumb enough to actually use them. They're like, hey, don't complain about it. They're gonna constantly... No, they're not! Have we learned nothing?
Look, if it's been constantly updated for a year, then you can say that.
And then even if they do, 90% of the time when they do, it's awful content that they keep adding in. Apparently, like, Suicide Squad's Joker edition, I saw the breakdown, I was like, this is the most awful shit I've heard in a long time. You don't even get the Joker, right, when it releases. You have to grind for hours and hours just to unlock him. And then it's like, at that point, there's nothing left to do with him, unless you want to do those same missions all over again. It's like, how dumb do you have to be to design it that way? It's like, well, we want people to feel like they earned the Joker. Put one mission in the opening where you unlock him, and then play the game with him after that. For fuck's sake.
Yeah, that would make sense for, like, a multiplayer where it's a PvP, but when it's PvE, why? Like,
it's like, or you can buy him, even though one of the big marketings was all the new characters will be free. It's like, well, technically you can get him without buying him if you grind for hours and hours in a game that already isn't fun.
What do you mean, Andrew? This is like the most fun game. Like, it's a quadruple A title.
It's like, I don't know how you've managed to make a game that repetitive and then take away the only possible interesting thing. Like the new characters, be like, well, you don't even get the new characters. Now you have to grind even more.
See, Andrew, it's your fault. You're being too picky. You're expecting there to be stuff to do.
Some people are like, can we just skip to Deathstroke? Because someone data mined, apparently they're eventually planning to add Deathstroke in. Which could be a cool character, but do we have any faith in these developers? No.
On the one hand, data mining is usually pretty trustworthy. On the other hand, sometimes the developers will put fake data in there, but I don't.
Like,
I don't think they're that smart.
No,
for that.
it's like, but even if they add him in, is it gonna be fun?
No, it's not.
Like that's what I'm saying. Also, one of the main things the Joker uses is an umbrella, and it's like, isn't that Penguin's thing?
That's Penguin's thing.
Yeah, like he uses an umbrella to get around and everything. It's like that's Penguin.
Well, and even if. And the only other character I could think of that would be close would be the Riddler because he has his fucking walking cane.
Yeah, like, but I've never associated an umbrella with the Joker. The Joker has had literally hundreds of gadgets throughout his existence. Like, you couldn't find something more Joker-esque.
I mean, the only way I could think of him doing that is if he had like an umbrella that. No, even that I'm like, no, that's Mary Poppins.
Yeah. No, yeah, his umbrella gets him around kind of like Mary Poppins. He's Mary Poppins, yo.
Mary Poppins, yo, which is now Yondu, which isn't even DC. Finally, I get to watch the stream. Happy Ham Dingo, welcome.
No, you may have me. If more Mongols come, they'll get nothing from us.
Do we have all the keys now? Yep.
No, Andrew, there's still one more.
He just said that's the last key.
Andrew, there's still
You fucking idiot!
Catching up on the chat, I see. Oh, okay. I guess I
didn't like the second season intro, though.
For what? Oh, American Dragon.
I'm guessing, yeah. Okay. Andrew, you should do a movie review around Hotel Transylvania. Technically, it's myth-related. Technically, it is.
And there's 5 of them.
There. Vampires are in there. There's 5 now? I thought there were 4.
Maybe there's only 4.
There's, like, after summer vacation, there's the one where the monsters become human. And, yeah, isn't that it? I didn't watch the 4th one. Because I was done after the summer vacation one.
I saw the first 2. The first one is pretty decent, actually. I like.
No, yeah, I think the first.
The second one is
the second one's.
That's the one about their kids.
Yeah, it's where the kid is born. The second one's silly, but you know there were still some jokes I laughed at. I love how there's with the Siri, like not Siri, the map thing they're using on the phone. Turn left, you imbecile. I remember the theater erupted at that. That was great.
That reminds me, I tried to add something like that, and you need a special app to do that.
Like, I like little jokes like that. The third one, I was just kind of bored.
Was that the cruise ship one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was...
The only thing I liked in the third one was Blobby.
I didn't even see the third one. Yeah, the fourth... Yeah, it's right, there's 4. Maybe there was a TV show or something that was coming out that made me think there was a 5th one.
I don't know. This is a Lady Masako mission, I take it? Because I think that's
No, this is a Mr. Masako. We're going to talk to a ghost, Andrew.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we're going to talk to, like, Mr. Adachi.
It turns out none of her family actually died. They've just been hiding from her because she's a massive bitch.
Yeah.
How did you not know you weren't a bitch? Your cup says office bitch on it.
Even her
I thought it
husband
was
is
ironic.
still alive. He staged the whole getting burned alive.
In fact, he hired these Mongols. They're not actually warriors, they're actors.
Yeah.
But Jin isn't in on it.
Killing actors this whole thing.
A thief.
Jin's not in on it, so he's just slaughtering innocent people.
The farmer said they left with armed men.
This is my new headcanon.
Professional killers.
Aren't you a professional killer?
Yeah.
I can
Like, you don't think she can handle it, Jin? You've been handling professional killers this whole game, and she's older than you.
I mean, that might be part of why.
I mean, I guess, but I wouldn't want to fuck with Lady Masako.
Well, yeah, that's because neither...
Like, literally, we are hunting and killing people who fucked with Lady Masako.
That's true. You know, if she just hadn't killed the grandkids, she might not be this angry.
Yeah, like, if they had spared the children, it probably wouldn't be this bad.
You guys fucked yourselves by just going too ham. God, you guys suck at tearing this down. You're not even through one beam. That claims that.
That beam was built to last. The guy who made that house was very passionate about his craft.
But he didn't make it fun.
So, we're hunting a former servant.
did what I could for her, but she had to go.
It almost sounds like you miss her.
She was a dear friend. Her betrayal stings more than the others.
Yeah, so she got fired for stealing from them. But yeah, she considered her a friend. But then she saw her on the list of conspirators. And now we're going after her. This is why you should never have friends. I fucking hate you.
Yeah, I hate you too.
Yeah, see? We're doing things the right way.
That way you always know where you stand with people.
Yeah.
You have no money.
I have this comb. It's gold, with pearl inlay. That was a gift.
It might fetch a fair price.
No. We'd have our heads. Enough of this. Take us to the animals.
We don't need the mercenaries alive for questioning. Just her. The more of them we eliminate, the easier it'll be to recover what's yours.
Just don't be seen, or they might hurt her.
You gotta assassinate them without being seen. It's kind of like that Sly 2 mission where you gotta kill the bodyguards without the Contessa seeing you.
Right.
I wonder, in the Sly games, are we straight up killing all those guards? Shouldn't be too hard to kill them. There's a lot of grass here.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make one hallucinate.
Oh, actually.
Do I just press triangle?
You just, like, hold the R2 button to, like, ready the blow, then release, and he'll blow.
Ah.
No, I just
There. Do anything. Get away.
But we must sit
Wait, what?
This is your first time poisoning someone. You remember when you first stabbed someone in the back, you had a flashback?
The poison's just
What a time to have this flash.
Yeah.
so gone. I won't need it.
He's justifying it to himself. Oh, you have ghost stance. Oh, I guess that alerts them.
Oh, come on. That should count as
well, granted, you don't want her to run away, and if she saw them start killing each other, she would probably run away. To be fair, narratively, that makes perfect sense.
Sure.
She's like, oh, you're all killing each other? I'll wait while you guys do that. Let me know when you're done tearing each other's guts out. Too close. Did you hear one of them said, I think something's over there? Oh, do you? Do you think something's over there? Maybe we can ask this kind ghost. What's going on?
Okay, in that case, I'll use the firecrackers.
Alright, remember, firecrackers attract multiple guys. The chime only attracts one.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Right there.
Oh,
if you would just look for 2 seconds.
You don't see. You don't see me.
You know, since you have the chain assassinate, you could probably just... Oh, he went over to check this out anyway.
It's almost like this is a scripted event.
He's like, ooh, what's this? Shut up, Mosiko. Why did... I'm surprised they didn't hear that.
They're all deaf. Are these the Straw Hats swordsmen?
These are some of the Straw Hats, yeah.
I like how that guy has like a fucking one with a bunch of holes in it, and the other two look like they have mostly normal ones.
Yeah. Well, they've all got their own hats. Ooh. You could chain both of them right here, would probably be a good idea. There you go. Wow, even then you can't.
Okay,
that's a little silly. Like, at that point, you guys can get her.
At that point, yeah, I have a sword, she doesn't. You really want to run?
We have swords, bows, and other things. What's the plan here? I will chop one of your legs off.
Or I'll just shoot you in the leg with an arrow. So what the
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Too close.
Hey, Happy Ham Dingo, welcome to the stream. Says, finally got to watch a stream. Nice. Kinda sad Insomniac has exclusive rights for Spidey games until 2028 because of the exploration and varieties of Spidey mythos art styles we're missing until then. Yeah, but, I mean, we weren't really getting any Spider-Man games before that. You know, not since the movie tie-ins, so... Well, actually, that's not true. We got Shattered Dimensions, which I like.
Yeah, but that was like...
Edge of Time, which was a piece of crap.
Those were like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That was all the way back in like, what,
and, you know,
PS3?
Insomniac's giving us some of the best Spider-Man games. I'm all for it. And 2018, I think, was just the best Spider-Man game we've ever had. and yeah, like, I really enjoyed Spider-Man 2, but yeah, there's problems with it. My most wanted Spider-Man game or movie is a noir Spider-Man, because that's my favorite Spider-Man. And it was before the movie with Nicolas Cage. I actually got introduced to noir by the Shattered Dimensions game, so then I went and bought his comics, and I really like them.
Unfortunately, that style of stuff is a little too niche.
Yeah. But, you know, he's gaining popularity from the animated film, so maybe we'll get something at some point. Could be cool.
If anything, I think we'll probably get another, like, Shattered Dimensions or Into the Spider-Verse.
I would love a Shattered
love
Dimensions sequel. Like, you could have, like, fucking 10 different Spider-Men this time.
That would be really fun.
Make a co-op game.
No, Andrew, you can't do that.
Are we ever going to get co-op Spider-Man, for fuck's sake?
No, because that's...
I mean, technically, if you buy Ultimate Alliance, you have co-op Spider-Man.
Wait, what?
Oh, okay, well, you just...
I pressed assassinate.
I think this happens either way, so... What's important is you don't fail the mission. I would love a sequel to Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, it's totally gonna happen. I don't even think we need to worry about that. This game was a huge hit. It should have been Game of the Year, but either way, it was a huge hit. And Sucker Punch is not above making sequels to huge hits. Look at Sly Cooper, look at Infamous, and now this. Ooh, trying to get Gosaku's armor? Oh, we're gonna get it.
Eventually.
Jin, I need to speak with Mai.
I'm here if you need me.
Oh, there's a Hotel Transylvania short film. Maybe that's the fifth you're thinking.
That might be what I'm thinking.
These heirlooms for those murderers. How could you betray me?
I didn't. You betrayed me. Turned me away.
I saved you. My husband wanted you flogged. He knew.
Then you should have left with me.
I was the lady of Clan Adachi. And you were a thief.
I still love you.
Then
So they were lesbians.
I don't know where you're drawing that.
My family.
You see two women and you just think lesbians.
Well, when they say I love you.
And two women can love each other and make out and scissor and 69 so long as they say no homo.
Oh yeah, Yuki, what would be the Japanese word for no homo?
I don't know his name. Never saw his face. He communicated only through
Best Spider-Man is Doc Ock. Disagree. Superior Spider-Man was cool, but he was not the best Spider-Man. Peter Parker's best Spider-Man.
It would still be cool to have him in a Shattered Dimensions sequel.
That's true. I would like to see be able to play as Superior Spider-Man, because he has an interesting take on being Spider-Man.
Shane, of course he's the best. He's the superior Spider.
Yeah, he called himself that because he's a fucking egotistic narcissist.
You know he's not a liar.
He literally ends it by realizing he's not the best Spider-Man and gives his body.
Then he should change his name to Inferior Spider-Man.
Well, unfortunately, for some reason, the data that was saved for the clone was 1 month before that event, so he just thinks Peter stole the body back.
Spider-Man's anti-Ox suit in the first game should have been a superior Spider-Man suit.
It's just the normal Spider-Man suit. With
I know. I'm just saying it would have been cool.
It would have been interesting. Her heirlooms were just a few supplies.
Yeah. Some supplies. And I'm taking them. A Dachi family flute. I'm keeping this. This is my price for helping you. And then Jin beheads the girl. What? You said we were here to get...
I want a spider game with a comic-y art style with a first or second year Spidey with a full playable Queens and Manhattan.
Okay, first of all, comic-y art style, go play Shattered Dimensions. I
want you to know, I'm not...
You don't owe me an explanation.
I cared for...
I slept with her, too.
But I cared for Mai, too.
You still do?
I think I always will.
That woman is half your age, you sicko.
Yeah, but her husband is dead.
Other than my husband and Mai, I've had no romances, no admirers.
He could have been lying.
You don't know about admirers.
Together recruits.
I just don't know who would do that.
We'll keep searching.
It's gonna be her husband.
My work in Toyotama isn't finished. Meet me when you can.
The main reason I don't think we'll ever get a comic book style full Manhattan is because when people make these open world games, they want to make them look as high graphical as possible.
I mean, you can always turn on the frame reducing thing in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, but
make it look more like Spider-Verse.
That only changes you.
Yeah, I know.
And that's just for that one skin.
Oh, Toko's heading out? Oh, bye, Toko.
Bye, Toko.
Seen Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes? Nope. It's what the MCU should strive to be. Okay. Real friend is someone you can say fuck you to and they won't get offended. Okay.
Wait, why does it show two of the
In
same
that case,
mission?
fuck Ollie! Those aren't the same mission. They're two different missions from the same guy.
That's what I mean. Why does... You know, if you have two missions for me, just give them both to me as one.
No. All things at their own pace. Are people really friends if they don't hate each other?
The real friends were the people we hated along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you too, Andrew.
It'd be funny if you could hold the firecracker in your hand for too long and then it blows up your hand.
What is this, Legend of Zelda with bombs?
Show has my favorite portrayal of T'Challa Black Panther. Oh. And he gets the cape. Nice. I like the cape. Oh, and they had Phil Lamar voice him. Oh, that makes sense.
I like the cape on Black Panther visually, but I think it works better when it's not on him because of how, like, he has to move around.
Are you saying no capes?
Places of beauty to remind us what truly matters.
You know what's funny about the MCU? They swapped Shuri and T'Challa's mentalities. Because in the comics, T'Challa's the one...
T'Challa's the genius.
Yeah, he's the tech guy.
He's
and
one of
she's
the 8 smartest men.
Yeah, and she's the mystic wizard person. And then the movies are like, let's swap it around.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, honestly.
I mean, it works, it's cool, but it just throws me off every time I
guess
think
that just means her character fully became comic book T'Challa in the end.
She was always the T'Challa we were looking for.
The abbot is from Cedar Temple. Why did he come here?
To help resist the Mongols in Toyotama. But when they attacked, he escaped.
The battle was chaotic. Might be difficult to track them.
There's a farm nearby that supports the temple.
We'll start there.
And there's another farm that doesn't support the temple. There's a pro-temple farm and an anti-temple farm. They don't get along.
Yeah, they're always having a farm off.
Yeah. There's a Catholic farm over there.
And that one's the Muslim farm, and there's the Jewish farm. What's that one? We don't talk about them, but what are they? No, Andrew, I'm not supposed to say their name. What are they? The Scientologist farm.
Oh, God. Dude, Scientologists are such pieces of shit, honestly. At this point, like, I was listening to something about how, like, Scientology wouldn't let Danny Masterson's victims come forward. It's like, god damn.
Yeah, it's just a big cult. I wasn't listening to anything about what you said, so I'm just gonna say that would make things worse.
We were talking about Scientology. Sorry, Norio.
I would just be like, wow, that sucks, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
We still haven't gotten a full Manhattan because they always cut out a huge part of...
Cries in lack of Sly Cooper 5. Oh, I agree with that.
I'm gonna be honest, I didn't finish the fourth one because I don't know, I just couldn't get into it.
I loved the fourth one. I love playing as the ancestors.
I think one of the reasons I couldn't get into it is I feel like the third one was such a good ending.
The third one was a really good ending. I was just thinking, if you're going to make a sequel, time travel is really the way to go, in my opinion, in a Sly Cooper game, getting to meet all these ancestors who've been built up over all these games.
Yeah.
And you know what I think they should have done in Sly 5? Maybe they were planning this already. Have Clockwork be the villain again. He's been an enemy of Sly's family all the centuries.
Literally generations.
Like, how cool would it be to see actually how he started out?
like just a normal owl.
Yeah, back when he was just an owl.
Is it the abbot? Bastards love their fire, don't they? He's not the abbot. Just one of his followers.
How do you know? How did you know that? You're not even in the room!
Look, the abbot was a very big man.
I know, that's not the abbot, that's the Costello, god damn it. I can tell, because he has the outfit from that part of the Who's On First routine. I can tell he's putting 17 into 28 right now. People who don't know that reference need to look up that scene, it's fucking hilarious. 7 into 28.
Wet bedding. Escaped out the back. Maybe he survived.
Or maybe he's working with the Mongols.
This way, and there's still hope.
I think these are... Oh, there they are. So nice that you guys made these footprints so noticeable.
Footprints are heavier, farther apart. He was running.
Already on the topic of Spider-Man, who saw that short Spider-Man horror film? I didn't even know there was one, and now I want to see it.
I know there was the racist Spider-Man film.
Yeah. Lily talking about it as Spider-Man OC. Pretty cool.
What was he looking at?
Fuck you too, Andrew. We technically never got full-fledged Manhattan, because they always cut a big part of Harlem.
Yeah, these are footsteps or his footsteps?
You don't leave footsteps. You're
Yes.
too light on your feet.
Andrew, that's a lie. We all know that I don't have any feet.
Oh, and Andrew, they play with the Nordic mythos. Oh, you mean in Earth's Mightiest Heroes? Oh, okay, interesting.
I don't like when things play with my stuff.
Black Panther with cape when he's doing kingly duties, no cape when combat happens.
Oh, yeah,
I will accept this compromise.
I love when you can just kill all the people in one standoff.
Yeah. It's fun. It's fun to kill people. Killing people's fun, right? Made a spider sona for myself a while back. Man.
blood, we jumped down.
Sly was gonna be in Egypt. Yeah, but that was for a DLC, wasn't it?
No, it was gonna be the next game.
Oh, so that was gonna be the sequel. Okay, I thought they were adding a DLC expansion. Either way.
I would have liked to see Sly in Egypt. That would have been interesting.
Yeah. With the ancestor who can turn invisible, that would have been amazing. Sly never got his invisibility back after the first game.
Yeah.
Did he? Like, he has it in All Stars, but that's about it.
Yes. Sticky to the waterfall. No.
They canceled the Sly Cooper movie, Bang's Head on Disc. They canceled that a long time ago. Honestly, I never gave a crap about the Sly Cooper movie. I remember when they first announced it, I was like, make another game, damn it!
No. Is he?
Oh, there's the abbot.
Sorry.
No, he's totally alive.
Without his leadership, the monks will...
We gotta put the blood back in.
The Mongols won.
Next to him.
That's the floor. But what's that on the floor?
Written in the abbot's blood. His final act.
He was summoning demons.
The point of this sutra is that we can all be Buddhas. From the lowest peasant to the greatest noble.
Written.
How did you read it so fast?
Not for himself, but for those he left behind.
Show the sutra to the monks. If they see the abbot's devotion, they might stay.
Shows it to the monks. Ew! 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 That's disgusting. I'm totally leaving. That's what monks are like.
The abbot wrote in his own blood. A final act of devotion. A call to stand up to cruelty. A call to stay and not surrender.
We will honor the abbot's sacrifice, Norio.
We must not let Kushi Temple fall.
Enjo the Guardian saved us once. Now his brother and Lord Sakai have saved us again.
Thank you. I wasn't talking about you. He has another brother.
Yeah, his name is Morio.
Yeah, and he's Morio than you are.
You take over for a bit. I really have to
Please
pee.
try to watch it. I really believe you're missing out on good Marvel content. Alright, alright. And in the horror movie, Peter gets bit and becomes a grotesque feral spider mutant. Isn't that Man Spider? Like, wasn't that in the cartoon a long time ago? I used to have a Man Spider toy. Total thing about woman. Police murder freak. I'm just catching up on the chat real quick. Chandler Riggs makes a good Peter Parker. Really? Okay. What's that next to him? Oh, those are his entrails. Balder even appears in the show. Oh, that's cool. Nice. Alright. Why would they take what? What did they take? What happened? Come on, stop playing the pronoun game.
Mongols stole our sacred Buddha and rode off toward the coast.
Well, because it's a collector's item. The value has gone way up.
Not even your brother could keep that promise, Norio.
You know what? Fuck you! I'll have you know I'm Morio than my brother.
My brother fell to a Mongol blade. Andrew the Guardian dies, and these monks are willing to give up everything.
Didn't we already know his brother was dead?
People.
Enjo feared nothing. He wasn't even 20 when he saved this temple from bandits.
Now it's up to us.
In fact, he wasn't even 10. He was 7 years old. And he fought like a demon.
Don't mind me, just bring my nuts in the room.
So apparently when this temple was attacked, the Mongols took the Buddha statue. So we gotta get the Buddha statue.
Those dick weasels.
It's a collector's item. The value is very high.
Yeah, of course it's a collector's item. It was signed by Stan Buddha himself.
It was signed by John Buddha. They're planning on scalping it online. We gotta stop this immediately.
So wait, they're gonna sell it, buy it, and then sell it again?
Exactly. They're scalping all of our Buddha statues.
What company did that, by the way? There was a...
I don't remember the name of the company. There were scalpers all over the place reselling PS5s and components and shit. And it's one thing to do it, it's another thing to brag about it, which they were doing as well. So what a bunch of pieces of shit.
There was a company, though, like 4 years ago during the height of the pandemic.
I remember who were saying, like, we're not doing anything wrong. Yes, you are.
Yeah, they were scalping their own products.
We're doing the same thing stores do. No, you're not.
If by the same thing stores do, you mean selling a product, technically you're not wrong.
But like inflating the price to 3 times what it used to be.
Yeah, it's fucking messed up. I don't know about Lucas Garden, the YouTube channel who did the Spider-Man horror film. We got Carl Grimes from The Walking Dead as Peter Parker. Oh.
What's kind of a happy ending is a lot of scalpers ended up losing a lot of money when the like PlayStation market finally caught up.
Yeah. That's what always happens. They overbuy, and then they're unable to sell them all because
it's still so annoying though. I feel bad for anyone who fucking actually bought one of those. Fucking $3,000 for a PlayStation 5.
If you can afford it, then I don't feel as bad. But it was really sucky during the time.
Yeah.
If you buy a PS5 now for $3,000, that's on you though.
I don't know why I thought I was supposed to go that way.
Well, you see, Andrew.
A PS5 now for $3,000. You're just dumb.
Yeah, I know, right? I have some bridges I want to sell you then.
Hello, you guys must be the Mongols. What? I kicked him flat in the face. How did he not go over the side of the cliff?
Because you are not a Spartan, Andrew.
God damn it.
You are...
Remember in Assassin's Creed Odyssey when we made him chase us all the way back up so we could... We fucking kicked him and he landed in the water and we're like, no, unacceptable.
Get back up here.
Get back up here and we're gonna do this properly.
Maybe they shouldn't have put water right there in the game.
Okay, where's...
Makes horror versions
the water's there so that we can dive at the end.
Well, this guy makes horror versions of famous IPs. Spider-Man was the second one they did. The first one they did was a horror Shrek film.
Cool. What are you doing in my swamp?
Pulls pants down. What's going on?
Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Oh, you still have this.
What do you mean? Throw the firecracker on him. It'll blow him up.
You're a firecracker.
The firecracker should blow them up if they go check it out. It's a firecracker.
God damn, I missed the head.
Literally fives of people lose their hands per year to illegal fireworks.
Fives of people?
It's actually probably more than that. It's probably like tens of people. But...
too high. There we go.
Shrek horror is called Fiona. Oh.
Okay, if you say so.
I love what they did with Hank Pym and Jan and Earth's Mightiest Heroes. To me, they're better than the comics versions. Explain what you mean by that.
Hey, gotcha, bitch. No more head for you.
I've never seen that takedown. That was fucking cool. Or stealth attack or whatever.
It was technically a slaughter. It builds the ghost meter.
Oh.
We gotta find.
I mean, doesn't every kill build the ghost meter?
No, yeah, but slaughter builds it more.
Watch it and you'll understand. I probably won't, because I got too many shows to watch.
Here's Buddha. Buddha, 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 Buddha everywhere. Buddha, 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 rocking everywhere.
Beautiful. There's nothing else like it on the island. Let's get it back to the temple.
You know, to not be culturally sensitive, I won't say it's not beautiful, but I will say, Norio, your eye for art is
came for this.
Who carried it back here?
Norio did.
Probably survived the many
With his
seasons
holy
in
powers.
His fat
How
ass.
many more people
If they did a sequel, the Spider-Man horror film would probably be Craven the Hunter going after Peter.
No. But the temple is filled with treasures. It provokes greed and envy.
Lord Shimura brought me to see it when I was a boy. I was sure the sculptor must have met the Buddha in person.
When I was a boy, my family traveled here to make an offering for the new year. That's when Enjo and I decided to become monks. I used to know what I fought for.
We fight for our
You still
home.
do. It's that double Big Mac that you have sitting on your desk.
Yeah, but I'm not sure if I prefer the McRib.
It's only seasonal, so I think go with the double Big.
I can make fun of his weight. I'm fat.
And I can make fun of his weight because he's not real.
Yeah.
He can't complain about it on Twitter.
The Phantom.
Honestly, of all times for our legend to grow, us getting the Buddha statue
It's
back
not a
is
bad
kind of
time.
perfect.
Yeah.
No worries, the series won't go anywhere. I know, but I probably won't watch it because I have... Here, let me just...
Oh, you can make your wind chimes poisonous now.
Yes, I'm doing
So
that.
I'm gonna sell this charm.
You bitch.
You can't sell charms.
Yes, you have to pee or get water, kitty.
Stop calling me kitty, it's weird.
Kitty Pride.
Pride is a sin. Where's Kitty Greed and Gritty
Kitty
Sloth and
Kitty
Envy?
Wrath.
Kitty Wrath. That would be the best.
Oh, you know where
X-Men.
Kitty Lust is? It's that one guy who's literally obsessed with Kitty Pride and makes every character he's doing a comic run of date Kitty Pride until he eventually made his own OC who looks like him date Kitty Pride.
Dude, what's good is if you accidentally use Ghost Stance out of combat, it doesn't use it up.
Wait, why don't you follow the fox?
I'm going to. I'm getting my horse.
What if you trample the fox, Andrew?
Then that sucks for the fox, doesn't it?
Yeah, okay. Let me see. I'm looking at my show list so I can show you how many shows I need to catch up on. Let's see, where is it? Let's see. I still need to see Andor.
You gotta watch Andor.
I'm in the middle of watching Crazy Ex-Girlfriend with Claire. We're still catching up on watching One Piece episodes as they come out. I want to show Claire. Oh, we finished Shield Hero season 3.
Oh, wait, where's the fox? I don't see him anywhere.
I'm gonna show her Dead Mount Deathplay eventually. We were watching Zatchbell, but she doesn't want to watch that. Free Ren is a pretty good one. Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Solo Leveling. I kind of want to show her the old Justice League because there's some scenes I like in it, but also we're not sure about that one.
What? You watch
And The
too many
Gentleman.
fucking shows.
Well, these are just shows we have planned to watch. And then there's... I have to put
I
Shogun
said
down.
You watch too many fucking shows!
Shogun and Blue-Eyed Samurai I heard is good. Free Ren Pog. Yeah, Free Ren's pretty good. I need to catch up. I'm like 3 or 4 episodes behind.
This is not Poggers.
The last thing I saw was they were doing they had finished. They were in the middle of the second of the wizard tests.
Okay.
I didn't want to spoil anything
We're
because
watching Wizards of Waverly Place.
no. Free Ren it takes place in a fantasy world.
Okay, cool.
You're following the story of an elf, and I'll explain after
Have you
this.
spoken with monks? Nope, I've never talked to any of them. They're kind of weird. I choose not to talk to them.
Yeah, all they want to do is talk about their rare holograph, limited edition Charizards.
I feel like they're religious. Yeah, but I want to talk about my holographic Mewtwo. I'm lucky to have this card, but all they care about is Charizard.
I'm the brother of the Guardian. I have a message for you.
Speak.
Okay, hand it over.
2 for 1 at McDonald's. If you buy 2 McRibs, you'll get 1.
Refuse, and all will burn.
We will never surrender.
Then you will die.
You will die. Too bad you
Will
will die. Oh, is that the war horn or the peace horn? I think that's the Chick-fil-A horn. Yay! It's not the Chick-fil-A horn.
It is not the Chick-fil-A horn. It is not the Chick-fil-A horn.
Oh, he was the only guy here. I thought more guys were gonna show up.
You used up Ghost Dance.
The Abbot Sutra. Are they worth more than the monks' lives? I can't save them alone. Centuries of learning reside in this temple. I can't let it burn. You'll let the monks burn. I will die for this temple. Do what you have to do.
You know, can't really say either one of them is right or wrong.
Stay here. I'll find the monks at the river and bring them back.
Honestly, I'm fully capable of defending the monks at the river.
Yeah, but realistically,
yeah.
you're like, I don't know, there could be 100 of them. Z, I'm gonna have to... How stupid all about bigotry and getting cancels for internet points. Oh, true, you're right. They make Hank more of a pacifist scientist that prefers to rehabilitate the villains and even builds Ultrons to be the guards and psychiatrists for them. I don't know if I think that. I don't know if I could say that's a better version.
Hank in the comics is kind of a fucking dick.
Well, he's also has like huge mental health issues.
Get away from the river.
But the most controversial scene is the one where he slaps his wife, and it's because the guy who wrote the story intended it to be that like he was like working on something and his wife came and he's like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to fucking do," and just threw his hands up and accidentally hit her. But all he said is hits his wife, so then the illustrator just drew it as he just slaps her. So now he's forever infamously known as the guy who beats his wife.
Yeah.
His morals and ideals get tested over the course of the show. Sounds like an interesting show, but I don't know if I don't know how I feel about that change to Hank Pym, because I'm not that connected to Hank Pym. But I'm also not a fan when they change characters I do like. So.
Norio came.
He realized life was more valuable than knowledge.
Oh shit!
Why weren't you trying to block him?
My timing was off. Well, Norio's here. I shouldn't have to try. Okay, I gotta get my head in the fucking game here.
Looks like Fiona. The Fiona fan film was about Fiona turning into a murderous ogre and killing the knights that come to rescue her. Oh, that's interesting.
Why did my smoke bomb wear off?
His downfall is really sad and makes you feel bad for him. I mean, if it's written well and you like it, then good for you. I just don't know how I feel about it because I haven't watched it yet.
There's too many guys here. Smoke bomb. Oh, I'm out of smoke bombs.
During the Clone Saga, everyone just forgets that.
In that case, sticky bomb.
That's because wasn't it not Peter Parker? It was the clone Peter Parker who is now Ben Reilly, or was it the original? Or was it the original who thought he was the clone when the clone thought he was the original? You gotta save Norio.
No, I don't. Norio is useless to me.
You have 19
is
seconds.
water stands for shield people?
I need your blade.
Shut up! You were supposed to come here to help. Now you're a burden. I'm trying to save him. It's not letting me. Okay, I guess he's dead now. Okay, bye, Norio. Norio died.
Right as we killed the last guy.
Right as I finished it up, too.
Ultron only goes evil because Hank has to teach him violence to defeat Kang for the first time. Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Actually, you know, I'm not completely against that. I do like the version in the original one, or in the original comics, because, like I said, he had all those mental health issues. Like he was paranoid, and he always thought he always felt excluded from the rest of the Avengers. And so he created Ultron to be a villain that he would have... Basically, he's Syndrome.
Yeah.
And I like that that's what he did, and then that just bites him in the ass for all eternity. But also, I do think that version is interesting. The one that you're saying. It shows two Avengers basically spectacular Spider-Man for Spider-Man. He still has that on the show, but it gets built up. Oh, I see. Pretty sure it was Peter Parker who stopped MJ, not Ben Reilly. I legitimately do not know. Because honestly, the Clone Saga was so shit that whatever they did in it, I'm just like, didn't happen.
Ah, fuck. Wasn't fast enough. But I was using Heavenly Strike, sir!
Yeah, well, he was using Heavenly not hit.
He was using Hell Strike.
Heavenly Strike.
And then there's a guy over here with Limbo Strike. Every Limbo boy and girl.
When Sword said that Peter was in fact a clone, look, the whole, like I said, Clone Saga, it was really dumb. It started off cool, and then it got really dumb real fast.
Die! Norio, you suck! Stay up at the temple! I don't want your help! God damn it! Norio is- I would have beaten this twice by now! Norio, you suck ass!
Advance and reach Nirvana. Retreat and find hell. Send these Mongols back to the my lord.
Yeah, here. Why isn't the assassinate working?
I think it's because you pressed the button before it fully was ready to...
It said assassinate or chain assassinate. I pressed chain assassinate, it didn't work. Then I pressed regular, it didn't work.
I don't know. I didn't see your button.
Alright, let's just kill everybody. And Norio, can you just not die? Can you do that for me?
Guys, I made a new rule about, if you want to talk about any sort of stories or fanfics you have, you got to do it in the Discord, because I've actually had people come in and say they wanted to join the chat, but the random fanfic and stuff, really dissuaded them. So I'm making,
oh my god, he's fucking dying again! You suck, Norio! You suck ass! Get out! Go away!
Hey, to be fair, you're having trouble with all these guys.
But I'm not dying! He's the one dying!
Well, he doesn't have resolve like you do.
Yeah, well, then go away! If you can't do the job, go away. You aren't making this easier for me, you're making it harder.
It has a great and deep version of Hulk and Bruce dynamic and story arc. No.
Okay. Can you kill anyone? Here, let's watch. You can kill anyone?
Is he coded to be able to?
Yeah? Good job, Norio! Oh, God. That was embarrassing.
Norio, what are you doing? The temple's undefended.
Temples can be rebuilt. Lives can.
No, my Discord, not Andrew's Discord, my Discord. So just type in ! Discord.
Come with us.
Okay, I was gonna say, yeah, I understand why you thought that. What the?
The monks were bathing. It's why they were.
Okay. Because the first ones we didn't see them bathing.
Yeah.
But then just the two naked guys showed up.
Booty.
I mean, to be fair, they run faster with less clothes.
Yeah.
Optimus Phil, thank you for trying to pull up the Discord, but Yuki's already got you there. By the way, does the sound effect play when a wild Pokemon shows up? I still don't hear it, so... I haven't heard anything. Damn it! Why is it not working?
I can shoot faster than you.
Let me see. Does it play when I type this? I got a new car today. 2009 Camry. Nice.
More Mongols.
Why'd you decide on the Camry? I don't know enough about cars to really have an answer for that, so. The only thing I can think of I dislike of the show is that Drake Bell had replaced Josh Keaton when Spidey appeared in it. I wonder why.
Oh, damn, I was about to activate Ghost Stance.
He gotcha. Now you will not be able to ghost out.
I'm not getting ghosted up.
No ghost stance for you. Do you know the reason why? Because the Marvel Disney acquisition. What? Wait, what do you mean because of the Marvel Disney acquisition?
Jesus Christ, there's so many Mongols. We gotta unlock the other mythic attacks. We could make way easier work of these guys.
Yeah, but this makes it more epic. That's like we're barely getting out of it alive.
You know what? I want to make this easier. Fuck all of you. Now you're on fire. Shut up! You can't do anything!
Hey, he was getting attacked by like 6
Fair enough, but I blew them all up for you.
Maybe you blew him up too.
Yeah, well, you know what? He was in the way. Okay,
see, he's fine.
fight over. So you could have done that the whole time, is what I'm saying. You asshole.
For the audience for the old.
Norio, you don't pull your weight, and it's a lot of weight to pull.
The voice actor.
Okay, here we go.
Is that what it says online, or is that just what speculation is from people?
The monks will never forget what you did for them.
I'm not saying we did this together, because we didn't. I did this. You were there. It's like in Smiling Friends. Pym was there too, I guess.
I hope that wasn't a mistake. Go to them. I'll join you there.
From what I remember, that's the official statement on the whole thing.
I think having Drake Bell play Spider-Man is hilarious because he was the Dragonfly.
Oh yeah, actually, I kind of like that. Well, sucks for Josh Keaton, but you know, this is what happened.
I wish we could have saved the statue.
So they broke the statue.
The statue's final lesson.
It's not that broken.
You can still do that. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
most of it's still there.
It's a worse statue when it's broken, but a better teacher.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, really, just one of the arms is broken off. You can put that
Just
back
get some,
on.
just get some glue and just
Get some Gorilla Glue. Slay. Yas Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, it literally is because of that. Acquire 30 pieces of vanity. Yas Queen. Slay.
I was watching a video on female comedians today, and it was a video from a girl. So all the criticisms, all the criticisms they had, you can't say are for sexism. It was all logical criticism. Basically,
it's internalized sex.
Oh, you're right. The way that the video ends, the way it starts and ends is basically she says, unfortunately, when you think of female comics, one of the first ones you think of is Amy Schumer, and she ruined female comedy.
She caused a lot of problems for female comedy by sucking so hard.
And that's what she said. There was one joke where the person was laughing. She's like, "Why am I laughing?" Because it was like one kind of decent joke. Because it's one of the few she didn't steal. But then
even when she steals jokes, she makes them worse. You listen to the original delivery, it's so much better. It's like, how do you do that? Why do you take the joke if you're not even going to do it well?
Because she didn't want it to be obvious. She wanted, it's not like you can just check
woman
the
was just
words.
Born into wealth. Like, her parents bought her career for her.
Oh, she's a Nepo baby?
Like, Yeah, well, and I wouldn't call it nepotism because her parents weren't famous, but like they were rich.
So she's one step below nepotism. Just barely different. Like, it's like, oh, you know, her parents weren't already famous. Yeah, but they were.
She's never had any talent of her own. She's always had to do it off the backs of actually talented people. And even then, it still sucks when she does it. Like, it's not even like Edison, where you take people's ideas and are good with them.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Actually. And yeah, the main takeaway that it came out with, she came out with the video, outside of the Amy Schumer stuff, was like, her big problem is that too much of the jokes are just like, have vagina, or is some sort of version of them being a minority. And she's like, you know, I just wish that more comedians could just make jokes about like being in line at Chipotle like male comedians could. But unfortunately, Amy Schumer sent female comedians back 30 years. So
you know who's funny? Tig Notaro. Have you ever watched her do stand-up?
I think that was because this was a video of hers on this person on bad comedians, and she wants to do a video on good comedians, and that was one of the ones listed.
Oh, great! Well, there we go. Honestly, like, there have always been really funny women out there. The problem is, like, a lot of the shitty ones keep getting showcased.
Yeah, it's just like with male comedians.
Like, people are like, men have never considered women funny. Have you not heard of Lucille Ball and Carol Burnett and Mary Tyler Moore? They were some of the most, like, well-known comedians of their times.
Even today, there's Silverman, the Sarah Silverman, who people like.
I never thought she was all that funny, but there are people
who
was
like
also
her.
So,
even when I didn't think she wasn't that funny, I also never thought she was terrible. So, you know, clearly women can be funny. Like,
don't team her up with Seth Rogen, then you get fucking Santa Inc.
Yeah, that was both of them at their wildest times.
And so, they're both so fucking pretentious now.
At least with Sarah Silverman, when everything went down, she kind of just disappeared off the internet and shut up.
Yeah, but Seth Rogen doesn't shut the fuck up.
He just, well, because
it's amazing how important he thinks he is. It's like, dude, all your jokes are, I'm high.
I'm high, I'm fat.
Yeah, like, it's like, you're not important, okay? Just be the goofy guy. Stop trying to be pretentious.
Yeah. By the way, have you guys seen Catching X-Men 97, Ben 10, anything but the reboot? Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
No, funny.
We got Gosaku's armor. Wow, look at this amazing helmet it came with. This headband. Gosaku, this ain't the armor that was described in the... Well, it's because you have to upgrade it. What, he de-upgraded his armor? Well, again, it resets to level 1 when he takes it off.
Well, you see... It was sitting in a box for a long time, and so therefore it degraded.
Yeah, it downgraded in that box. This is a reset box.
Wait, that box fit all that? I don't believe that.
Yeah,
for
wait
one
a minute.
Second.
Hey, that did not fit in that box. But the shoulder pieces alone won't fit in that box. Y'all are full of it.
It's actually it wasn't actually the armor, it was a blueprint for the armor. We had to make it ourselves. That's why it's so weak.
Oh, God.
Yes, we have watched Ben 10. Andrew likes the original more.
I love the original Ben 10 show. Alien Force is a bit of a step down. Ultimate Alien is a bigger step down. And then the shit after that, I just didn't even bother.
For me, it's the original Ben 10 is the best consistence-wise from beginning to end. But I think the first 2 seasons of Alien Force are just... That was where they were at their peak writing. Unfortunately, after season 2, the studio literally came in and said, you have to change this because we're not selling enough toys. And that's when everything got stupid.
I felt like Alien Force was trying a little too hard to be dramatic a little bit sometimes. Because it's like, I felt stakes in the original show, honestly. It
wasn't so much about the stakes for me. It was that Ben... He was older, so he was like trying to deal with his actions more, whereas 10-year-old Ben 10 was acting like a 10-year-old.
Maybe I would have enjoyed Alien Force more if the animation was as good as the original show. Like, it wasn't as fluid as the original show. Like, if you look at them side by side, you can see it. Like, Alien Force does not have bad animation. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the original show it was a little better.
I don't know. I felt they were about the same.
Yeah, and then, yeah, they just... And like you said, they couldn't just... Like, they kept changing what they wanted to do with Ben's character.
Yeah, that was literally the studio
was being annoying.
They literally told him, make him more childish, because that was when we were selling the
They
most
also
toys.
completely changed Vilgax's character.
Yeah, that was also in Season 3. They made him look like a fucking action figure. Why? So they could sell his action figure.
They also, and it's just weird. It's weird to see Vilgax with a sword.
A sword and an arm
Completely
gauntlet.
different voice. Like, literally nothing like his old self. Remember in the first series... when, like, Ben is like, I zeroed out the Omnitrix so you won't know how to get the Master Control, and Vilgax is like, you're an idiot. I'm a master of the Omnitrix. I can unlock everything the second I get it. And it's like, ah, crap. Then in Ultimate Alien, he gets the Omnitrix, and he can't even figure out how to push a single button on it, remember?
Yeah,
He's like, Omnitrix, I'm your master now! Do this! Ben, how do I do this? It's wait a minute!
My fan theory is, that's not Vilgax. Vilgax died.
Vilgax actually died in the Secret of the Omnitrix movie.
Yeah, and that was just a fanboy who pretends to be Vilgax. That's my fan theory, because how do you go from like one of the most interesting villains for a kids show to this doofus?
They made him a fucking joke, honestly.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? And that's why I'm like, I get why if you like the original one better and you think it's better, that's why.
That's one
it
big
was
reason.
consistently good from beginning to end.
We've all been worried about Hochi. They need a break.
Such moments are rare.
I guess we're just doing all the Norio missions.
Yeah, because he's best boy. Norio, best boy.
The Gosaku armor is best for your health stats, if I recall correctly.
Wait, why do you put our antlers back on? God damn it.
I just didn't change this. I can't see you, Norio. My shoulder pieces are too big.
Look, we either have to hide our eyes or we have to hide our chin.
Norio, are you over there?
Be grateful you didn't see it.
We rode south all day into the night. A bad storm slowed us to a crawl. Stopped at a farm to sleep a few hours. I woke to screams. The main house on fire.
They were actually having sex and they just set it on fire so we wouldn't be caught.
It was part of their kink. They were dripping candle wax on each other, and it got out of hand. People do that.
I know.
You want to die fighting? Then Jin starts stabbing him. Here's your fight.
You want to go now?
Yes.
Fine, we'll go now. God, so patient. Fuck the Ben 10 reboot. Yeah, some people really like it. I don't.
It's just why. Like,
I don't mind Omniverse. Yeah, I didn't mind it too much, but I did stop watching during Omniverse because of the way that Ben breaks up with Julie was ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, it pissed me off so much. I was like, I can't anymore with this.
You know what's good about Ben 10 is you can just watch the original show and the Secret of the Omnitrix movie, and that can be it.
Yeah, that's honestly one of the best parts about everything except for Alien Force. To finish Alien Force, you have to watch Omniverse. Because it's gonna. But if you finish,
so stop after the
or not Omniverse, Ultimatrix. That's what I mean.
Ultimate Alien.
Ultimate Alien. Yes. You have to watch Ultimate Alien, whereas with Omniverse and the original one, you can just. I mean, the Omniverse, you have to end with that because that's where the series ends.
If you think about the continuity, Ben's original Omnitrix gets destroyed.
Yeah, it does get destroyed
right at the beginning of Ultimate Alien, and he gets the Ultimatrix, and then that gets replaced with
a new
the worst looking one, in my opinion.
It was to look more like...
It just looks so much like just a regular watch at that point.
I think it was supposed to be the idea is that
it's for merchandising, I think.
Probably that, but then in universe, Asmith has figured out a way to put all that tech into a smaller device. Because remember how big the old one had to be?
I loved how the old one looked, especially because it looked like he was pressing the DNA into himself. He didn't have that anymore in the sequel Omnitrixes.
I didn't really need
also,
that. Also,
it like the way it gripped to him, it like became a goo and joined with his DNA. Then after that, they just made it look like more and more like a basic ass regular watch. It's like I feel like they took away what made the Omnitrix feel so strong. I don't know if that's the right word, but it made it really feel like it was linking
like
to
it was
him.
Yeah, before it felt like it was like connected to his DNA,
and it's like I can totally believe that would be a bitch to take off and everything like that.
Yeah, that's fair.
With the later ones, it's like, why can't you take that off? In fact, it comes off multiple times.
Yeah, that was a problem with the show and all.
Like,
We need to get a good look at the whole camp. Good, quickly.
did you just call a granary a granary? Or is that what you call it in Japan?
You know, I'm not sure. In the Ben 10 reboot, there was one kid villain who was annoying as fuck. Omniverse hits its stride in the later seasons.
The Mongols are holding someone there.
Ultimate Alien
If I go alone.
Vilgax should have just been a different villain. The good thing is that Omniverse, they get the OG Vilgax VA back. That's awesome.
That is good.
I just wanted to string the little brat and yell, "Shut the fuck up," so bad. Okay, God. Just imagine you say that on a real person.
Alright, so we're trying to save another monk.
AF has my favorite, Alien Force is my favorite alien of all. For Echo. I do like. Do you like Ultimate Echo?
I do like Echo, honestly. I think I would like him more if they hadn't already established, what's his name? Yeah, Ditto. Because it's like, Echo is just like, well, now what's the point of Ditto? Echo's just better.
That was the one problem with a lot of the Alien Force aliens.
That's a problem with a lot of the aliens, right? Yeah, like
Chroma Stone is just
Chroma Stone is better Diamond Head. Swamp Fire is better Heat Blast Wild Vine.
What's his name? Big Chill is better Ghost Freak. Yeah, to be fair, though,
Humongosaur is better Forearms.
Not really, because he doesn't have forearms, but I kind of, I see what you mean. Those two are different enough where I could, like, see... Yeah, one isn't objectively better, but
it's just like each alien had their own, like, trait, which Ben would use. Forearms was the strength, Diamond Head was the indestructibility. It's like, well, now for strength, why would you not pick Humongosaur? Yes. Well, I guess if space is limited.
Yeah, that's the only time. You know, oddly enough, they never... No, wait, they did give him a better, Well, no, not a better Ripjaws, just a different Ripjaws. The kid villain, Billy Billionson.
Billy Billionson? What?
No, sorry. His name is Billy Billions. There we go. Billy Billions. Still just
that sounds really stupid.
He's from Omniverse, but kind of different interpretation. The Ben 10 reboot exists to tap in on that stupid-ass Teen Titans Go Crazy. Yes.
Yeah, they also made, like, a Thundercats show in the Teen Titans Go style, too. Like, you're just trying to ruin everything. It's unbelievable. Okay, I guess they saw me.
You gotta treat a car like you treat a woman. Go on. Oh, yeah. Kevin Levin saying that right in front of his girlfriend.
You treat a car just like a woman. You get inside and press your foot down on it.
You can also watch the movie Ben 10 Destroy All Aliens. Oh, yeah, that one's a pretty fun one.
I don't think I've seen that one. Was that an animated one?
Was that one of the live-action ones?
No, the live-action ones are Race Against Time and... Actually, what's the second one called? The one with Nanomech.
I like how he has... Oh, let me see.
I actually like the idea of Nanomech, you know, an alien that's the size of, like, an atom. Like, I'm like, there's stuff you can do with that.
Mike Lightning agrees that the classic Omnitrix is the best design. I do agree overall it is the best design because it's an actual design, more or less.
Yeah.
I think they could have changed it without it losing that it's stuck to you thing, but you know, the feeling, the tactile feeling through the art. My first one he says for the same reason that you have the reason. That's just perfection. Ah, I see someone requires a tip of life. Let me find my tip lives. That is my to-do lists. There we go.
Okay, now that the brutes are out of the way, I think I can get this done.
Remember, when you go into work and you want to get your job, make sure you equip the right items so you can beat the final boss in one try.
At work? What the fuck are you talking about?
It's that one. You remember that one meme from Tom and Jerry with the tired eyes, where it's like kills the boss in one shot, everybody else at the office work party.
Gets my first kill with a tomahawk, everyone else playing paintball.
Exactly.
Opens a window to let in some air, everyone else on the submarine. I love that meme so much.
Yeah, it's so good. You need to find more of those. Let's see.
Alright. We saved Hochi.
I really like Astrodactyl. What the fuck is Astrodactyl?
It's like Waterdactyl, but Astro.
The Mongols are returning me to see the temple. The people there need healing. Badly.
There's no time for this.
I'm sorry, but I must remain here.
Kill him.
Jin! Hochi!
Hochi!
What are you doing here?
The alarm drew a raiding party nearby. They're almost on us.
Damn it. Stay back, Kochi. We won't let them near you. Norio, ready your blade.
Your blade, and don't die this time!
Hey, he didn't die last time, did he? He's learning his lesson.
He wasn't in that last fight.
Exactly, he's learning his lesson.
He's learning to go away. Wait, oh man, I wanted to do the standoff.
Yeah, you would have gotten 5 of them right off the bat.
Well, 3 of them. I'm not wearing.
You have ghost stance.
Apparently,
getting
flashbang gets rid of the ghost stance.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice? I don't get to use this damn thing ever.
No, you used it on that one guy. Remember?
Shut up. Oh, there were only 3 guys. That was the whole force.
Are the others with you?
Ultimate Echo is best ultimate. You know, one of the things that bugged me about Ultimate Alien?
Everyone is gone.
What?
It's just me now.
I'll wait for this scene to end because it's kind of long.
Sorry.
You want some nuts?
No thanks.
The Mongols were searching.
I want to die.
Trying to eat more nuts for the Omega-3.
How did they know where to find you?
Norio, you've got something on your everything.
It is my fate.
They need a healer.
You willing to treat the enemy's wounded?
Mongol or Japanese, we all suffer.
What about Korea? You shut the fuck up. We don't talk about those people.
The Cedar Temple.
Yeah, we haven't conquered them yet.
I don't know.
Norio, go back to the village. Reinforcements arrive.
They will seek revenge.
I'll meet you there to plan a defense.
Someone says, don't forget, Forearms also has super jump, which Humongous Sword doesn't have. Yeah, he doesn't need it either.
He's already that high. He can make himself even bigger.
Anyways, one of the things that bugged me about Ultimate Alien is when that show came out on the Cartoon Network website, they had a list of all the aliens and all their different powers.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the powers was Ultimate Humongosaur can grow and make himself even bigger than he already is. You know what he never does when he goes Ultimate Humongosaur?
What?
Grow. As soon as he goes Ultimate Humongousaur...
Yeah, I remember, they said he can get even bigger than original Humongousaur. I never really saw him grow as Ultimate
Like, he
Humongousaur.
becomes bigger than original by becoming... What I mean is, like... So, normal Humongousaur can be one size, and then he can make himself bigger.
Yeah, I know.
And then Ultimate Humongousaur is already bigger than normal one.
Yeah.
But it says that in the
that he can get even bigger.
Yeah, and then he never does that.
I know,
like
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He
okay.
never did that.
And there are so many situations where
I
I'm
didn't
like,
realize
why
that.
didn't you just get bigger here? That you would have won the fight.
Am I still doing a mission here? I thought I was done.
No, you gotta meet him at,
No, that's the one I'm tracking, though, and when I leave this area, it says return to tail area. It only says... Doesn't it only say that when you're doing a mission? I don't fucking know.
Maybe it just glitched out for a second.
I'm sorry, I always thought it was really stupid that, like, oh, you can achieve their ultimate form. Humongousaur's ultimate evolutionary form is now he has cannons built into his fingertips. It's like, what form of evolution would include this?
Scientific manipulation.
Why? What's the tail area? I'm going to where I'm supposed... What tail am I doing? I don't know what's going on.
Are we soft locked?
Did the game glitch? What's happening? I think the game glitched.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Must have. Alright. But yeah, it's so dumb. Like, Humongousaur now has cannons built into him. Okay, Blastoise. Like, yeah, let's kill these guys. Like, Ultimate Spider Monkey looks cool. He evolved into a gorilla with spider legs.
Yeah,
some of them I like, but, like, Ultimate Humongousaur I always thought looked really fucking stupid.
I thought it was cool, but also weird.
It's, like... that seems like a premise you would have for, like, oh, I went to Humongousaur's planet and one of them is a cyborg or some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, for that... Like, I think Azimuth says, like that the Ultimatrix uses, like, an evolutionary function to show what their most powerful form would be. I was like, evolution doesn't put cannons on your body. That doesn't make any sense.
No, that's what, what's his name? Albedo says, the guy who made the Ultimatrix.
I know Albedo made it. Well, Azimuth was working on it, and then Albedo completed it.
Yeah, and in the last season, I remember, or at the end of the season, Azimuth sees it, and he's like, in Ultimate Evolution function, ridiculous.
Yeah, like,
there's a reason I scrapped this.
Didn't he say an evolutionary function?
Maybe.
That's the moment I was referring to.
Yeah, I know he said he scrapped it because he thought it was a bad idea, so...
Yeah, nice job, writers. You told us your idea was a bad idea. That's a great way to write a show.
Oh, it was the CGI one that has Astrodactyl. Yeah, I never saw that. Who said that?
There's a
TTG
CGI one now?
Some people say Teen Titans Go is better than Titans, the live-action TV series.
Oh, I'm not going to argue there.
Yeah,
I'm sure
probably.
Titans looks like a piece of shit. I heard it's better than the trailer made it look, but I'm still not going to watch it. I'm not interested.
Didn't it get canceled after 2 seasons, or is it still
I don't know. I don't care.
Fair.
I don't give a rat's ass about Titans. That show just is there.
Oh, apparently someone says Titans has its problems, but its league's better than Teen Titans Go.
Some people got mad at people for hating on Titans because they're like, you just hate it because Starfire is black. It's like, first of all, there's 1,000 reasons to hate this trailer.
Yeah.
Second of all, Starfire being black is the least of the problems with how Starfire looks right now.
I don't
Starfire looks like a hooker. In fact, I don't know if this is true, but someone told me she is a hooker.
I mean, to be fair, that's more comic book accurate.
Well, she likes to fuck in the comics, but she's not a hooker.
Yeah, well, no, I know. I meant, like, she looks more sexual in the comics, but this is supposed to be, like, the TV show.
But, I mean, she literally looks like a hooker. She's wearing, like, one of those jackets
I don't
and
get
everything.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that the outfit is
sexy.
Revealing. It's like she literally looks like a hooker.
Yeah.
She looks like she's about to offer me something
that would be illegal in most states.
Like, And also, my Starfire is orange. Thank you very much.
Yeah, where's my orange representation?
And then Beast Boy looked like Justin Bieber.
Yeah, that was. There were like we said, there were a lot of issues with it. Her being black was not the issue.
Mongols are gathering nearby, preparing to strike.
Unless you count that among her not being orange, which is an issue.
Yeah, but that's you can make up her if you have the budget. So.
Blood on our hands.
Plan for them, Hochi. I'd like to see that.
So the village is going to be
I wish you cared about the Eightfold Path more than others' opinions. First, you follow Enjo around. Now, Lord Sakai. Do you ever think for yourself?
Wash my brother's name from your mouth.
Enough. Norio and I will do the fighting.
Everyone else can go hide.
I refuse to hide. I don't take lives, but I am not a coward.
So which one is it?
What are
be?
you gonna do in a fight?
I will.
Are you a warrior? You're a healer, aren't you?
I will heal them so much they die.
Yeah, you don't understand. They're not gonna be able to deal with all this healing I'm about to do.
No healing.
No, they're gonna cut me and I'll heal myself immediately. It's gonna freak them out.
This is gonna be like that scene in that one X-Men movie where he eventually just kicks him in the balls.
Grow those back. Well, is there any reason he can't?
I mean, if you treat women like the way Kevin treats his car, then you'd be treating her like a freaking queen. Astrodactyl's basically Jet Ray for Omniverse. Oh, okay. Which is funny because Jet Ray is one of the few alien transformations that don't appear in Omniverse.
So that means, again, it's just a repeat of an already existing...
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sick and tired of it. Like, when they just had Discount Accelerate in Ultimate Alien, remember the... I don't even know that one's name. Like...
Fast Track?
Yeah, I guess. Which one is Fast Track?
I think it was Fast Track.
Oh, God. There's too many fucking aliens with no ideas behind them.
I remember when they first talked...
Yeah, Fast Track. It's just Accelerate again.
Yeah, I did not like that.
One new alien I thought was a cute idea was the Gremlin one, whose powers he just takes everything apart.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, that's different. You know, it's like the opposite of gray matter.
There were some good alien ideas in...
even that, though, it's literally just a gremlin.
Yeah.
Like, they just based it off gremlins.
I mean, to be fair, there was a werewolf and a mummy.
Yeah, no, but at least those are different, like, from his other aliens. Yeah. I like the fucking horror monster, like, aliens. What am I supposed to be doing right now? Get on a rooftop. Oh, okay.
Let's see. Yeah. My favorite is Blitz Wolver, the and people shit on Kai for liking Ben only for Ben Wolf, but I don't know. You guys.
I like Ben Wolf.
You guys, but seeing Kai treating Ben in his Ben Wolf form like a dog is hilariously adorable. Yeah, I mean it is adorable, but he actually he had a crush on her, and she's like, "Oh, I only liked you because you looked like a dog."
Yeah.
Oh well, that's fucked. Like, imagine that you like the first time you ever liked a girl or a guy, whichever one you like, and they're like, I only liked you because you kind of looked like a dog for a minute, and now I'm over you. That would be me. That's fucked.
Incense burners. Add black powder to the incense. Get the smoke nice and dense.
If you want to watch an episode of Omniverse, watch And Then There Was None, and then there was Ben, a 2-part episode, maybe. And a Humongousaur and Omniverse does not grow in a single episode.
Some episodes of Ben 10 I was never a huge fan of, even in the original series, were like the What If episodes. 'Cause there's one where, like, what if the Omnitrix got on Gwen's wrist?
Yeah,
it doesn't really go anywhere, though.
The reason they do that is because comic books did that.
It's weird that it's supposed to be a what if episode, though, because Ben still has his old memories, so what's going on? They never explain what the hell's going on. And then they have a, like, what if, like, his parents and friends found out, like, that he has the Omnitrix? And again, it's like, I don't know why we're even doing this. Like, what's the point?
They eventually just find out in Ultimate Alien anyways.
Yeah, right? So,
and there's that one reporter who fucking hates him for no reason.
Because we have to have our Who's the reporter from DC who hates the Justice League? Fuck, I can't remember.
Or J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, there you go. We have to have our J. Jonah Jameson. Better example. Yeah.
Please, everyone, do as Norio says. You take shelter at the temple.
Aren't you guys supposed to be hiding? Why are you shouting?
We're gonna hide over here!
Let's see. Watch Omniverse's Ultimates. They're so much cooler looking.
I'm not watching anything from Omniverse, sorry.
Titans ended after 4 seasons. They never finished it, but I enjoy Titans. The way I see it, the fur coat is a nod to royal clothing. I know that's a shitty excuse, but that's just me. Okay, then.
I was about to say, I don't think that's a good excuse, but then you kind of beat me to it. You know, if it makes you feel better during it, sure. Yeah.
It just bugs me. It looks too human.
Can't we just have the old Teen Titans back? They fucking lied at the end of their movie. They were like, we're gonna bring the old ones back. It's like, no, you didn't. You had your stupid Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans movie, where the Teen Titans don't act anything like how they did in their original show. So, again, those still aren't the Teen Titans. It's like, why do you lie? That's just my phone bill letting me know it's going to be paid.
So what the Ultimatrix does is it puts the DNA through a simulation of if that species went through 1,000,000 years of war.
Yeah, I know. They basically doomsday it from, DC.
So this is an evolution where if this species was warring for 1,000,000 years.
So Humongosaur's people would eventually become one with guns. Like, what the fuck? Like, honey, were you out on a date with a nice boy? No, honey, no, Mom, I'm dating a cannon, and then we're in love. Oh, where did I go wrong?
Oh, you can chain us at. Oh, there's 3 of them.
I think they want me to light the incense burner, though. Yeah, there we go. So I can do exactly what I would have done anyway. Oh, I can't kill the third guy for some reason.
We might not have.
Do we not have? Yeah, do we not have the triple? Hold on.
Under Ghost.
Okay, yeah, it would probably be under Ghost.
We have.
This is Standoff Streak.
It's gonna be that one.
Yeah, we've got it. So what the fuck?
Well, you see, Andrew. Fuck you. Not just for Starfire not being orange, it's the other Tim ratings that appear in the show. Injustice 2 made her black without ruining her like Titans did.
She wasn't black in Injustice 2.
Was she? Yeah.
I've played Injustice 2. She's orange. What are you talking about? Do you mean like she has a black voice actress? I don't give a shit about that.
Anybody can voice act.
I don't give a damn what any voice actor looks like ever. I care how you sound.
Yeah, anybody can be a voice actor except for Megan. What's her name?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, that was not good.
When we first saw it, I was having fun just messing around that I didn't notice it, but when I watched it later, it's so dry.
And I don't hate Megan Fox. She also had a good attitude about it. When all the hate came in, she was like, well, guess what? You guys can kill me in the game, so let out your frustrations. I was like, yeah, it's a fun way to respond. But yeah, the problem is, why was she even hired for this role? What is wrong with you guys? Stupid celebrity casting, like having Ronda Rousey play Sonya Blade. It's like, why would you do that? I know people had fun fan casting her for the live action movie, but that doesn't mean replace the professional voice actress with Ronda Rousey. Did the voice actress not want to do it, or what was going on? They've screwed over a lot of their voice actors. Like, the guy who originally played Scorpion, wanted to keep doing it, but for some reason they didn't rehire him. They didn't even tell him. He found out when the trailer came out. He saw the trailer and he was like, well, that's a sad way to find out I'm not voicing Scorpion anymore. I'm like, well, that's kind of douchey. He was a great Scorpion, the one who did it in MK9 and MKX.
Yeah, the only reason I can think for him specifically is because it's a time reboot. But
no, in MK11 though, it wasn't rebooted yet. It was the same.
Oh, it was
Scorpion.
for MK11. Yeah. Yeah, then
and the
it's
new
just-
voice, like, it wasn't a bad voice, but I really prefer the old one, honestly. So I don't know what they were doing. Were they just like, oh, we should have an actual, like, Japanese person play him this time?
Maybe. Let's see. Tamarin says how I describe it, Space Africa. Okay, then. Sorry for the very crude
if you say
explanation of the abstract. I don't think so, unless you mean her voice actress is black. Honestly, I like all the aliens. The stupid ones. No, there's one alien that you could not convince me is a real alien species. And you know
the Lego one?
Yes, the Lego one.
The Lego one was the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life.
There's no way there's
like,
a
what are you
species of
doing?
aliens that look like fucking Legos.
You are trying so hard to sell toys now. It is ridiculous.
Also, when they rebooted it, it's one of the only aliens that they replaced one of the original aliens with.
Ugh.
I'm guessing because it sold the best.
Yep, ghost stance, motherfuckers! No, ghost stance! I have to do it before that thing detonates. It's too late, I already activated it. It doesn't matter that the bomb went off.
To be fair, if I were fighting some guys and I was trying to focus to do my special attack and someone threw a flashbang, it would fuck me over too.
No, I don't accept this.
Honestly, I didn't mind Titans at all because it was not Teen Titans Go. Interesting way of looking at it.
Yeah, like, Titans is a show you can just ignore, but Teen Titans Go exists instead of Teen Titans, which is annoying. Like, it literally even has the same cast. It's like, you got the whole cast, just continue Teen Titans! What are you doing?
Me and Quaz both had a blast with Titans. We kept making fun of Dick still being Robin, that we called him the 25-year-old boy wonder.
That's great. I love that. Where's Batman? Fuck Batman! I'm so edgy!
In DC, it's just Tucker Carlson. Really? Like the actual... Okay.
Do they actually call him Tucker Carlson?
I mean, he's been around for a long time, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, wait, maybe they meant Washington, D.C. Maybe that was a joke. Okay, anyway.
It took him until the end of season 2 to become Nightwing.
Snuck up behind me. Hochi threw himself at a blow meant for me.
You're both braver than many samurai I've known.
Oh, we saved him for nothing. You guys suck. So Hochi's dead too. Man, we save Hochi, he gets killed. We save the Buddha statue, it gets broken. Why do we do anything?
By the time I turned around, he was dead.
It's not your fault. Norio?
Every time they lifted the cover on the pit, the daylight would blind us.
When he was imprisoned.
One of them stank like sake. I felt their hands pull me up, but my brother threw himself at them. He was starving, wounded, but he fought them. He fought them so hard.
Norio, you don't have...
And this is some good voice.
Yes, I do.
The next game they'll have Megan Fox play him.
I want to see that mod. Somebody do that, please.
He fought them. He fought them so hard. So they were gonna kill Norio, but his brother took his place.
Everyone who rode south from
So he blames himself.
all gone. Except me. They deserve to live. I'm the one who should be dead.
That's some major PTSD right there.
Yeah, they both have survivor's guilt. He's the last samurai. He's the last warrior
I don't know
monk.
why we survived, Norio. But we did. And these people are counting on us.
I'm the last samurai.
All they have.
About Ishikawa, I am the last samurai. Your uncle said, I'm the last.
Don't forget that.
I'm the last samurai who actually knows what he's fucking doing and isn't a monster, okay? We always crack you up. I'm glad. You know what happens Ultimate's just search images on your phone. Okay. I love Professor Paradox. I like Professor Paradox. He's entertaining.
Oh, the time travel guy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's fun. I like him.
Blocks is the only alien I can say I dislike. Yeah, because it's... Not only was Overflow a copy of Water Hazard in the reboot who replaced an OG alien. The fuck Batman fight scene. I was pissed off that they cut out the clip of Robin stomping on a thug's neck that admitted
and breaking it. That wasn't in the show? Oh, well, too bad. That just means they tried to make it even edgier in the trailer. Edgy!
Look at the trailer so edgy, you're gonna get cut just watching it. Me and my brother couldn't stop laughing our asses off at the scene in the trailer, and I was pissed off when it was cut from the actual scene.
That's why they cut it, because you laughed so hard they heard you.
Oh, the Gremlin one was Jury Rig.
Okay.
They had Grey Matter behave like Jury Rig in Race Against Time, and Wild Mutt Rabbit like Wrath.
Oh yeah, they did have him behave like that in Race Against.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
I like the name though, Jury Rig. I gotta say, the names they come up with for the nicknames for the aliens are pretty entertaining.
I really love all of the original 10. I was sad when he couldn't become Ghost Freak anymore, but that was a cool plot. Like,
yeah, that turns out Ghost Freak was evil.
Like that their sentience can exist in even the smallest bits of their DNA.
Yeah.
So like it literally came to life in the Omnitrix.
And he's the most powerful of his own species.
And that's why his name is technically Ghost Freak, because that's the name Ben gave to those strands of DNA.
There's plenty of funny stuff in the show, especially Slade when he was lifting up his assault rifle when Dick pulled up at Nightwing as Nightwing.
Did that happen in the Titans show?
I guess it did.
Alright. Look, there are fun things you can do with like the premise in other ways. Like Young Justice is a really cool show.
I still have not seen season 3 or 4.
I think they canceled it again, so it probably doesn't matter. Season 5 was gonna have Supergirl.
Yeah, I'm super far behind.
I don't know. It's
the original season was really good. One thing I don't like about Young Justice for the first 3 seasons is every season break there's a time skip. Every goddamn time.
They changed General Zod a lot when he appears.
Oh. That's annoying.
Also, the House of Zod is now dark-skinned, if anyone cares about that.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't really care. Doesn't really matter.
I'm guessing.
With Zod, the main thing I care about is he needs to be really intimidating.
He needs to be intimidating and a little bit of a psychopath.
I was sad he never said kneel before Zod in Man of Steel.
Yeah. He was going to kill the whole planet. I don't think he needed to say it.
Oh, you could have had a little reference to it though, like when Zod is telling Jor-El like that I want to make sure that certain bloodlines will be okay, then Jor-El will be like, "What, are you going to kill everyone who doesn't kneel before Zod?" That could have been funny.
It could have been. The problem is that was when Zack Snyder was making the films, and he doesn't know certain comic book lore. By the way, speaking of Zack Snyder, have you heard of his newest movie?
Yeah, I heard of the
Rebel Moon.
I'm not watching it. I didn't watch the last one. I watched Army of the Dead, and then I was done with Zack Snyder. Look, I on some levels I love the guy. Watchmen is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like Man of Steel. I know not everyone does.
The Snyder Cut was pretty good.
The Snyder Cut was a lot better than the original. I was like, okay, I see what you're going for.
Uh-huh.
Like, it is still too long.
And most of that is because of the slow-mo. You cut out the slow-mo.
It is too damn long, but I see what you were going for, and if this were shorter, this would be a solid film.
Yeah, the DC Universe would have survived if that was the case.
I'm trying to pick where to go next. But yeah, like, Have you seen Army of the Dead?
No, I've not.
I would only ever watch that again maybe for Bad Movie Night. It is that bad. It is so... Every character in that movie has zero brain. Just no brain.
You see no brain?
At all. The whole plot of the movie is by people with no brains. When you find out what the twist is in the film, you're like, how can you be that stupid? No one has a brain. This is a zombie apocalypse where nobody has a brain. Nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. I don't know why anyone is doing anything in this film. It's so stupid.
That's ridiculous.
The entire reason they get hired to go in there turns out to be pointless. Like, and not like, oh my god, we didn't realize this would be pointless. The guy hiring them knows, and I don't know why he sent them in there. Like, what the hell was he... What he actually wanted done could have been accomplished in 5 minutes in and out. Like, it's so dumb.
What? Really?
I swear to God, it's... Like,
now
what
I
are
wanna
you
see
doing?
It for Bad Movie Night. Now I really want to see this for Bad Movie Night.
I don't know, because then again, like, it's not like funny though. It's just bad. I don't know.
Is that a problem for you?
Yeah. But like Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey was funny to watch.
That's true. We got to see the second one.
We do have to see the second one. Okay, I'll just do this Ishikawa mission. I don't know what else to do.
Vampire's the dumbest name, so I chose to call him Dracul.
What? I don't have a current objective.
Oh, there's a Dracula alien in Omniverse? That's pretty funny. From the same system as Ghost Freak. Huh. Oh,
I think I heard about that.
Oh, yeah, because all the horror ones are from the same area.
Have a current objective. What? Why does the game keep thinking I'm in the middle of a mission when I'm not? Like, I've never had this problem before.
Is this like a new problem?
I don't know.
We need to find out what's going on at Cedar Temple.
Oh yeah, thank you for the 1-bit cheer, talkative Carl.
It was the Xbox One exclusive back in the day.
How has a bow staff... Wait, what? He has a bow staff on the end of it, the spear. Makes sense, but the other end is a gun barrel? No, it's not a gun barrel. It's just a wooden... a metal piece at the end. It's not a gun barrel. It's so it doesn't break the wood as it walks on the ground because of how heavy the top is. Ah, where's the trigger? Does the staff also come with a vibrator setting? What is this? No, and no.
No.
You have to say it with Transylvanian accent like Ben uses when he transforms into Dracul. Dracul. Actually, the Dracula alien is from an extinct alien race, and they go through the story of the system and species and everything, because it's part of the a newer arc, or Omniverse Ghost Freak arc. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now I kind of want to watch Omniverse just to see that arc, but I don't know if I have the time.
Like I said, I don't give a shit.
And yeah, we haven't played the Rise of Rome game. Because we don't play, neither of us had Xboxes.
They talking about Rise, Son of Rome?
They just said Rise of Rome game, but
It might
maybe
be a different game.
It was an Xbox exclusive.
I remember when I saw the trailer for Rise, I really wanted to play it, but I was like, oh, I don't have an Xbox, so I guess I'm not playing it.
It probably is Rise, Son of Rome.
That's right, Sensei. Sakai.
Man, our timing was perfect right when he finished his conversation.
Yeah, definitely wasn't scripted to happen when we came in.
A woman here named Ran knows where to find her.
Lead the way.
Named Ran, the Norse goddess?
Point still stands, Slade's gear and tightens over the top. Explain. Please explain.
Well, you could just look it up.
How does she know where Tomoe's camp is?
Yes, that is the game he was talking about. Oh, okay.
Well, there you
Same
go.
game is the worst Ben 10 game is Ben 10 Omniverse 2. Wouldn't know. I only played one Ben 10 game, and that was the Alien Force game.
I played the one based on the original series. I actually like that. They had like every villain from the original series in it.
The Mongols who did this to you, they were led by one of our own.
But you couldn't turn into all the aliens, so that was one downside.
I'll never forget that She used to ride with a group of thieves who lived here.
That's not possible. Tomoe is from Umugi Prefecture.
She found her way here. Her bow terrorized Utsuna for years. People used to say,
What was that one game that came out a while ago that was the Cartoon Network Smash clone?
Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion.
Yeah. You know what would have been better?
west of here.
Instead of having
Between the
Ben transform into an alien based on the attack he's doing.
You want it to be like Pokemon Trainer, where you can just turn into the aliens and they each have their own set of attacks?
Either that, or when you pick your character, you pick one of the aliens you're playing as.
I think that would be the most ideal way to do it. It would just be it would be a challenging thing to program, because then you have to put in at least... Okay, you probably don't have to have all 10 aliens in there. Why are you going to play as Gray Matter? But, like, you'd have to have at least, like, 5 or 6 different aliens per Ben. Because remember, both versions of Ben were in that game. Young Ben and old Ben.
No, I forgot that there was older Ben.
For someone like her, that's quite a change.
But I don't think you need 5 or 6 of each. If it's gonna be,
because she's a hired killer.
I'll wait for this.
Because her sensei failed her.
So Tomoe is probably mad because he had offered to make her his heir and a samurai, and now she doesn't have that anymore.
Are you? Can I count on you to do what needs to be
Why did he
done?
take it away from her though?
I think I'm trying to remember. She had done something that angered him. Like I think she took like a contract kill or something.
Takes more lives.
And yeah, and then I remember he and her like got into a fight or something, and that was what split them up. Then she got captured by the Mongols and joined them.
Because she's desperate.
She has the Mongol Empire on her side.
The more we damage her efforts, the more likely the Khan withdraws his support.
We could use that to our advantage. Drive a wedge between them.
But she and the Khan are in love.
Aren't they making a Ghost of Tsushima movie?
She was willing to fight back.
I wouldn't know. I don't follow that news.
That would be useful.
I keep hearing people say that. Again, it's not something I desire. I just want a sequel.
Terrorized people here. They must have
I never really care whether or not we get video game movies, though the Nintendo ones are pretty cool so far. Sonic and Mario.
Well, Sonic's not Nintendo.
I know, but Nintendo don't they technically own it? Own
No.
Sega now?
They do not own Sega. Sega's
I
owned
thought
by...
they did.
No,
Okay.
no. They, the company that owns Sega is a pachinko machine company.
Ugh. Okay, well the Mario one was decent and the Sonic ones are fun.
Yeah, and I'm hesitantly interested in the live-action Zelda show.
Yeah, that could be cool. Zelda has a really cool world for a show like that, though. So
Yeah, it could work. The only thing I'm hesitant about is Link talking.
Yeah, here's a... Again, Shane, we've gotten that before, done perfectly. Excuse me, princess. Like, I never see the point, though, in making a movie off an already highly narrative-focused game.
Yes.
It's like that we already got that narrative. Are you just going to show it again? Like, that's the thing.
That's... I see what you mean. Kind of like the Last of Us TV show.
Again, though, I hear that's good. I'd have to watch it to say what I think.
My one reason for it is it's to get new audience.
Yeah.
That's like the best reason I can think of, and that's fine if that's the case.
Keep your eyes open for Tomoe.
Ready when you are, Sensei.
I'll stay heated until you strike.
The exclusive is definitely Rise Sun Room. Okay, got it. Titans is my freaking Subway Surfer shithead clone that if you get hit once has been you die. What? Interesting.
There's a Ben 10 game that's a Subway Surfers clone? How does that even... Where does Subway Surfers even come into play in a Ben 10 game?
You know, you could be running from Vilgax and
I guess if you're playing as, like, Accelerate or something.
Yeah, So,
they made a fucking Crash Bandicoot game that was basically a Temple Run Subway Surfers clone. And it's just such an annoying gotcha piece of shit. Which sucks because it incorporates, like, stuff from every Crash Bandicoot era, so you would think it'd be a fan's dream come true, but instead it's a greedy gotcha piece of shit, and it's so not fun to play. I tried it out and I was like, no, I'm done. Bye.
You know, for the people who like that game, they probably love it.
But people who are into that kind of game, I don't even think would be die-hard Crash Bandicoot fans.
Yeah,
Crash Bandicoot is a fucking platformer series. Why would you make a Temple Run game?
Has milked the Last of Us franchise for all it's worth. I'm kind of tired of it.
Yeah, I don't care about Last of Us anymore. Last of Us 2 kind of killed all my interest. Just like the last season of Game of Thrones killed all my Game of Thrones interest. But, you know, House of the Dragon brought some of that interest back, so...
Like I said, for people who don't play video games, I'm glad that the Last of Us TV show exists for them. But other than that, yeah, as someone who played the first game, I don't need any more Last of Us. I'm good.
Shane just heard about the second game and was like, yeah, I don't need to play that.
I was interested in it, and then I saw some of the stuff from the second game and was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And then I heard a bunch of people talk about it. I'm like, nope, I'm not. No, I can't.
You know what's funny? When I was playing Last of Us 2, like, my brother came in at one point and was like, oh, I heard everyone hates that game. And I was like, well, yeah, something shitty happened, so I'm guessing it's because of that. And he's like, oh, have you met the trans character yet? And I'm like, no, what trans character? I didn't know that everyone thought Abby was trans because she's a muscular woman.
Interesting.
Everyone thought she was trans because I honestly never thought she was trans.
Yeah,
I think I was just a buff woman, you know?
Like Clarice.
I've seen buff women and stuff before.
Yeah, when you said that, I'm like, there's a trans character? I don't remember that.
And what's funny is, though, actually later on there is a trans character. It's a completely different character. And that's not the character people were talking about. They thought Abby was trans. When I got to that other trans character, I was like, is this the character you're all talking about? You're all mad about this? And then I looked up and I'm like, oh, this is not what you were mad about.
Your archers are dead.
Finally, we get to meet her.
Ambush.
Thought all her archers were dead.
No, there's still some.
Your horse disappeared.
Wait, yeah, what the fuck happened? Tomoe's getting away. Well, what the fuck is my horse doing?
The horse is a ghost.
Kage! I'm supposed to be the ghost. Why are you running away from me? You asshole! Why is the game glitching so much? What the hell happened?
I like how we're keeping up with our horse.
Thank you, horse! Get... Fucking asshole! We're gonna have a serious talk about this later. Tomoe's getting away. Shut up! It's all Kage's fault. Is that what we named the horse?
Yeah, Kage.
Fuck you. Alright, there she is. It's amazing I didn't fail the mission.
I know. What, is she gonna kill herself?
She knocked it out of the air.
The sensei's new pet.
And you're a gifted archer who had a chance at a better life and threw it away.
Is that what he told you?
Tomoe, why are we talking?
So I can warn you to watch your back. My sensei tried to kill me. He'll try the same with you.
Thanks for the warning, but I'm here to end this.
It's already over. I have nothing. No one.
Put the bow down, Tomoe.
Yep, saw that coming.
She lost her mind? No sign of her.
Well, only one way. Jumped in out of her. Oh, I actually didn't mean to do that. It's okay. I'm okay. What do you mean return to Ishiko? See, I jumped the same distance and nothing bad happened.
And I'm wearing heavy armor.
I'm wearing way heavier shit than she was wearing. Alright, so I have concluded my research.
She might still be alive. By the way, the classic series Ben thought Mayan death god is that god based on real Mayan myth. What? I'm guessing there's a Mayan death god. He's asking if it's based on a real Mayan death god.
What's the name?
Yeah, tell us the name of the character and we'll look it up. Apuk? Apuk?
That's the god of decay, isn't it?
That's what he thinks the name is.
Yeah, I think that's the god of decay, which is a form of death, so yeah, you could say that's a death god. My horse is staring at me. He's like, are you mad at me? Yes! Twisted and flailing, like I was after I got hit. My fucking horse disappeared. A wandering mind searches, for his horse! Where are you, asshole? Answers never found. Yeah! I never got any answers! I've got my poem right here.
Didn't even have to look at the other options.
I don't need to see the other options. Yeah, headband of survival. No thanks to you, Cog.
You play 3 aliens of your choosing of the 10 for level of 10. Wait, what?
Like, okay, so let's say Ben 10, you could pick his different aliens to play as in a Smash clone. Like you gotta have Heat Blast, you gotta have Forearms, you gotta have Diamond Head, right? You gotta have those 3.
Okay.
So who would, let's say you get 5 or 6 aliens. Who else is a must-have?
Well, here was my first thing of why they should have done it this way. Is one, you do it as the Pokemon trainer and you get, let's just say 3. They could come up with another one where he has 3 different ones, or each you pick as one he can transform with, and then they can make more as the game goes on. You have infinite characters you can make there.
That'd be kind of cool. I think you'd want to have at least 5 of them. Like,
I would only want 3 because then you're putting too much development time on one character at the start. I mean.
You know there are going to be people who are like, why couldn't you have all 10? Yeah, of course you can't have all 10. Like, here's some... Let's see. Which ones can you definitely not have? You can't have Gray Matter. You could have Ripped... You could have Ripjaws, but he's like a more of a sea-based alien.
I think you could do Gray Matter, but it would be harder.
It'd be a nightmare. He has to be like this big.
No. What you would do is you'd put him in like a mech he made or something.
Oh, technically.
Same problem with Upgrade.
So Upgrade you wouldn't really need.
Upgrade, Gray Matter, and Ripjaws would be
Upgrade would be better as like an assist trophy or something.
Yeah. Cannon Bolt would work.
Bolt you could do. Stinkfly you could do. Be a flyer around the area.
That one also might work better as an assist trophy because since it's not humanoid shape, it would be hard to.
Yeah, it would be a little harder.
You could do Accelerate.
Yeah, you could totally do Accelerate. Heat Blast would be a good ranged guy. Diamond Head would be defense-based. Forearms would be attack-based.
Yeah.
And then, you could do Accelerate as a speed character. That would be good. So that's 4 if you include those 4. Then for 5, like I was mainly thinking Stinkfly because then he'd be good at getting around or some shit. But yeah, is there someone who... Oh, Cannon Bolt is good.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of...
Wildvine would also work.
Wildvine could work. Wildmutt would have probably, again, be an assist trophy-like character.
Yeah.
You could do it, but...
Yeah. Like, Wildmutt, like, what would his standout thing be? It can't be speed because we already have Accelerate, and it can't be attack because we already have Forearms.
I mean, it would be he attacks differently.
It's just a different attack pattern. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have to stand out all that much. Who else is there? Ghost Freak would work as an assist trophy. Maybe Ben Wolf.
Tomoe could have killed me, but she didn't.
Well, you gotta have Alien X. Then you get to argue with those 2.
You saw what she wanted you to.
She sounded desperate.
She is, because of us.
Why does she think you'll turn on me?
Is it nighttime?
She doesn't. She's trying to drive a wedge.
How long did it take us to catch up with them?
It's working.
Well, we didn't have our horse, so all fucking day.
Good. But the next time you wonder if I can do what's needed. Ask yourself first.
Don't take that attitude with me.
I guess we should go north to curry favor with the Mongols.
We'll find her.
Terror of Otsuna. I'm still mad at you, Kage.
Oh yeah, Upchuck. I forgot about Upchuck.
Oh yeah, yeah, the guy who eats shit and then pukes it out as like a blast thing.
Although he can't eat human food. Because there was one point where he tried to eat a pizza and his stomach wouldn't eat it. He's like, oh, I can eat anything, but I can't eat the stuff that's actually good.
I've got Upchuck. And again, like, what I like about the aliens in the original series is each one had, like, very different powers.
Yeah, they were all unique.
Like, Upchuck is very unique from everyone else. Even when they show Future Ben, like, he's got, like, an alien that shoots slime. He's got an alien with frost breath and shit. Like, it's different. Like, but then in, like, Alien Force and Ultimate Alien, like, a lot of the aliens are like, we did that already.
Yeah. That would be annoying. Yeah. The only two aliens I would say are kind of the same are Gray Matter and Upgrade. But they're different enough to where they're still...
They do serve a similar purpose.
Yeah,
that's for sure. But they do difference. Like, Upgrade becomes one with a machine and, like, changes it, whereas Gray Matter is a genius. And is tiny, so he can, like, sneak into stuff. But, yeah, I mean, you're kind of right. Like, I feel like when you have Upgrade, you don't really need Gray Matter all that much.
The only thing is, why didn't he earlier think to use the Gray Matter form to try and learn all the secrets of the Omnitrix? I know that only Azimuth knows them, but...
I remember, though, loving the reveal that Azimuth was one of Gray Matter's race. I was like, oh, that makes a ton of sense. Like, yeah...
Oh, another one that's basically just an upgraded version, Brainiac.
Yeah, Brainiac is just better Gray Matter.
Although, that one they explain, I think, in a pretty good way in Alien Force, that it is another species of intelligence creatures, and they kind of have a rivalry.
Yeah, the rivalry. You said, like, eventually they reveal, I think, in Omniverse that even Azimuth has a rival who's one of those.
Yeah, he's one of those, and he's an evil version, and he makes a, an anti-Omnitrix.
They should have called it the Antitrix.
I think it was called the, I forget what it was called.
Oh, there's a guy murdering civilians. Isn't that nice? Asshole.
Thought you guys were, samurai.
Well, they're not samurai,
Not
they're
samurai.
Ronin. They're mercenaries.
Thought you cared about your country, though.
They clearly do not.
Ronin are slaughtering those people.
What's up, Chuck? I don't know. What's up with you? He can, after the classic series, which sucks, he can eat human food, but it should have been reserved for Merc Upchuck, not for both Perk and... I don't... What?
What's Merc Upchuck?
I'm confused.
I can't keep up with all this crappy Ben 10 lore anymore. Like how they keep fucking changing every goddamn season what the Forever Knights are up to. Like, it's like, we're here to collect alien tech. Actually, our purpose the whole time was to keep this dragon in person. Well, actually, our purpose the whole time was to fight Dagon. Oh, Dagon was a dragon? No, Dagon was a squid god thing. But we're saying he was a dragon, and I don't even know anymore. Pick a fucking lane. They even address it when their king or whatever comes back. He goes, you all keep, like, changing what we're fighting for.
To be fair, that is what happens with religious orders in the real world. So.
I know, but like...
I know.
Know your own history, for fuck's sake.
Narratively, it is annoying.
It's annoying narratively.
But as an organization, I kind of like it.
You know, and what's really annoying is there's such an easy solution. Just say there are different divisions and factions of the Forever Knights.
Isn't that what they said about one of them? They said it was a separate sect that splintered off.
But they keep saying this was the overall purpose of our mission the entire time. And it's like, you don't have to say that. You could just say this is what this faction dedicated itself to.
I haven't seen it yet.
He hasn't seen it. I think there's a ton of great potential. I don't want to let myself get too excited just because there have been a lot of bad Marvel movies lately.
Yeah.
Look, I want it to be great, don't get me wrong. It's just...
I'm not expecting
I'm getting a little tired of being let down, you know? I went into Guardians 3 not knowing what to expect, and I was very happily surprised. I'm hoping that'll happen again. Agreed. Like, we didn't even see the Marvels yet. Like, that's how you know it's gotten bad.
Omniverse makes both Upchuck's designs canon as both being different transformations of the Gorman subspecies. The Perks being classic and the Mercs being Alien Force.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay,
Old
so
George
we've got
and the
a
Dragon.
mission here.
The mission is masturbate 7 times without getting caught.
My lord.
I don't know. They forced the men here to go with them.
Because they're gay, they wanted the men.
Oda, creator of One Piece. We have to save him.
We've got to save One Piece.
Yes, we'll save Oda. We have to save Oda. Without him, there will be no One Piece. That's the first time it's ever asked us.
Well, that's because I was tracking a different tale. So they were like, do you want to do this tale instead?
Thank you again for the 1 bit.
It must mean Hollow Gorge. Thieves use it for smuggling and selling slaves.
Oh, it's a bit away. Fortunately, we can fast travel right here.
Running real fast, traveling at the speed of light.
I don't think it's just Marvel. Disney animated films and recent Star Wars projects have been
Yeah.
for a while too. I think the
Yeah.
writers behind the scenes have their priorities out of place.
I agree with you.
Don't think it's the writers. I think it's the studio.
I think it's a little bit of a mix.
It's a little bit.
I think it's some of the writers, not all of them though. Like I know there's some talented people there, but also the studio and some of the people overseeing projects and shit. Like some of the fucking companies they bring in to be like, hey, what are your thoughts on this? You know, like how some games have to listen to that stupid Sweet Baby Inc. company.
Yeah, I think it's real ridiculous. I will say, though, that being said, the one Disney company that has consistently still been, at the very least, enjoyable is Pixar.
He liked Elemental, so that, like, I was gonna say, like, because some people are probably gonna come and say, no, Elemental sucked, but you liked it and I thought it was cute, so, yeah.
Yeah, like, I didn't think it was bad. Like, even if you didn't like it, I'd be like, yeah, I get it, but
it's not like dog shit or anything like some other films have been.
Like Frozen 2 was for you.
I was about to say, do you agree with me on this? And then you went for your own
I don't think it's like that bad, but I do think it is not great. The more I think about it.
Yeah. Frozen 2 is a movie they don't want you to think about. And I don't, again, if you look up the creative process for it, like, I don't even blame them. They were given so much less time than what they needed, and also apparently like they kept changing what it was about.
Yeah, one of my favorite things that a YouTuber said is there was they did a video on Disney Plus called the making of Frozen 2, and there's just this one scene where the head creative director, you knew Wish was going to be it looked pretty basic.
I didn't know what to even think after I saw the trailer. I was like, I have no idea what this movie even is. And then yeah, it's like you have to look it up to find out. And I was just like, I'm just not interested.
It looked very generic, and apparently it is. It's very generic.
Everyone says it feels like AI wrote it. And don't spoil it for us, because we're planning to have a night where we sit down and watch the crappy movies we haven't seen yet, like that and Marvels, and we want to experience it.
I know how it ends, but also it just the way I'm like, wow, that's really dumb.
I do not know how it ends, so I'll be in for the ride, I guess.
If it was a better movie, I would have thought it was cool. But it's
Look, if I have enough to say about it, I might make a full Sea of Monsters style review in the future, because Wishing on a Star is rooted in mythology. So
Wishing, yeah.
It's rooted in both Christianity and Egyptian myth.
Which all happened in Africa.
No, my lord. They passed this way, but headed east.
You know where?
They mentioned some cliffs near the river.
I know that place. Take supplies from the camp and get to safety.
The writers on Ben 10 were working on a rushed and short time. If you think, what? Huh? They were? I know the original Ben 10. I don't know if they were rushed, but I know that later Ben 10, the studio kept getting involved in changing stuff.
And it shows.
The only thing I can say is that Omniverse introduced the fourth member of the team. Oh yeah, Rook. Rook is okay. I don't really care about Rook. I like the original team better.
We've been talking a lot about Ben 10 this stream.
I think it's because we got someone who's coming in who didn't know we've talked about Ben 10 before.
Yeah.
I didn't hate the Marvels. You're the first person I've met who said that.
I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know what to think. It looked bad, so I didn't watch it.
It's the only Marvel movie I haven't seen yet.
I also still haven't seen the Miss Marvel show. I don't know if that's even necessary.
All dead.
It's a little necessary, maybe?
I actually hear Miss Marvel's the best part of the movie, though.
Yes.
So that's good to hear, because I actually really like Miss Marvel in the comics. But I hate how they've changed her powers.
They wanted her to be more like a mutant.
But wouldn't being stretchy be more like a mutant than whatever the hell she's doing?
No, because before she was an Inhuman.
They never stood a chance, my lord.
Personally, I can make an argument from our phase.
It's stupid, I agree.
But things didn't take a turn until Phase 5. Secret Invasion show was really, really terrible.
Yes, it was. It was so boring!
Yeah, you think, oh, finally, a show where Nick Fury's the main character.
Nick Fury's a fucking piece of shit in that show.
Yeah,
For one thing.
I'll find you a planet. I couldn't find you a planet.
And I didn't tell you I couldn't find you a planet, even though and yeah, they say in the fucking final episode, I knew really early on I was never gonna find you a planet, and yet you just kept using them for decades and decades. The deal from the beginning was they help you, you find them a planet.
Why not, like, make a secret nation for them in Earth or something? That would have...
Yeah, like, literally, they bring that up. They're like, well, why didn't you help us settle here? He said, people are never going to accept you here. It's easier to save the entire universe than get anyone to change their minds.
It's like, that's not true.
That's not true at all.
That's just historically, categorically incorrect.
These Ronin deserve death.
They killed innocent people at the inn.
You know, of all people to say that,
Recognize some of them.
it probably shouldn't be a minority saying that.
Survivors of the rebellion, and still traitors to their own people.
There are more of us nearby. The Ronin to Hyoe and Oda.
Then Oda's alive.
Oda! One Piece!
Echiro Oda!
Bodies, and then go somewhere safe.
Like, and it's like, I'm shocked I also don't even get how he couldn't find them a planet.
Yeah, did you check everywhere?
You guys know the Guardians of the Galaxy now, and you know Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
She goes all over the universe. There's nowhere? You checked everywhere? Like you just said. Did you... Why can't they go to Titan? Thanos' planet. Nobody lives there anymore.
Yeah,
we know the atmosphere's breathable. You guys were all fighting.
Yeah, what is Thanos going to be like, oh, no one's go on the graves of my ancestors. I mean, maybe that one section is destroyed from the fight, but you just go somewhere else.
I don't even. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
And if Titan exists, that means there's more than one planet like that, right? Right?
You would think.
It clearly shows that they did not want to make that show, and Disney was like, make it, and then the writers were like, okay, I don't really know what to do with them. There's conflict is they're mad because they don't have a home.
Also, the constant times where it's like, there's no way to prove whether that's a human or a Skrull, even though in a very early episode they establish Skrulls bleed purple, and a woman literally cuts a guy to confirm that he's a Skrull, and she's like, okay, now that we got that out of the way. And it's like, why don't you apply that later?
Yeah, just prick everybody's hand. Are you a Skrull? Nope. Okay, good. And the only way they could have gotten out of that is like they found a way to evolve to where they bleed red blood like us. But then that would have just made the whole thing earlier pointless.
Like, yeah, we have DNA from nearly every Avenger from the Endgame battle, including Ghost. Ghost wasn't at the Endgame battle. Also, Ghost couldn't control her powers. So how come these Super Skrulls suddenly can?
They did say at the end of 2 she could control her powers. I think.
Well, no, yeah, at the end of 2, but she couldn't control it right away, though.
Either way, why are we talking about Ghost? Ghost was so fucking boring.
There was no reason to include Ghost in that lineup. And it's also like, okay, I have Drax's powers, so now my arm turns into Drax's arm with his tattoos. It's like, well, are his tattoos part of his DNA?
Apparently. I mean, to be fair, they do become you, so I guess from Skrull logic, they are.
But they're using his DNA. They don't have access to his memories in that instance.
Don't ask me to explain it. Comic book logic.
Such a bad show.
If you want Amazing Secret Invasion, watch Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Okay. You really want us to watch that? Well, we saved her husband. But he's sad that his wife died.
These Ronin will never hurt anyone again.
It's okay, we saved Oda. Now he can make One Piece.
The way they messed up Taskmaster in the Black Widow movie.
Oh, don't even get us started on that.
That was not Taskmaster.
That was so not Taskmaster.
I had friends of mine who aren't that into comics who went like, oh, it was fine. I'm like, no, it was not fine.
It was not.
You cannot just say things are fine when they are not. When you tell me that a character is going to be this character, you can't just make a different character that looks kind of like them and has their name. That would be like if you made Iron Man, but then he doesn't have technology. He's not a genius.
Then it's just a homeless guy wearing a cardboard box.
Yes,
it's like, I'm Iron Man. What? Did you expect it to be just like the comics? Look, I hate that argument when people are like, you want it to be exactly like the source material? What, you want it to be one for one like the source material? No, but I want it to be like an adaptation of it, though. Why did you bring this character to the big screen if you're not going to bring this character to the big screen?
Yeah.
Obviously, it doesn't have to be exactly how it was in the comics, but it still needs to feel like you took that character and brought him to the big screen. It's not that character.
The Taskmaster one is so... It makes me physically angry with how little they tried with that character.
They thought that was such a cool reveal, too.
It's like, it turns out it's just someone who's mind controlled.
I felt something, as though 1,000,000 souls all groaned out in unison.
I did not want to watch that film, because even going into it, I was like, the trailer doesn't look that good. And my friends were like, let's see it. And so we were watching it at my place, and the whole time I was just getting more, like... the first half, I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then in the last section, I was just getting more and more bad. Like, he can't attack me because we smell his pheromones. That's disgusting.
Sorry, I'm too stinky. I'm too stinky for you to hit me.
What, so you smell my cum stains in my office, and so you can't hit me? Exactly. It's just like, that's what pheromones are. They're the sexual drive scent. Like, that's... And then all you gotta do is break your nose?
Plug your nose. Why don't you do this? And then just go to the end of the room where you can't smell him anymore and shoot him from there. Like, what the fuck kind of stupid ass shit is this? The only parts of that movie I liked was the family stuff.
Yeah,
it was fun. Like when they're all sitting down to dinner. Like, it's fun. Like them as a family.
I love Kamala Khan, but I don't like they changed her origins. The studio could have used her to fix the Inhumans. You see them do it with Black Bolt in Doctor Strange too. It bothered me.
Yeah.
To be fair, they don't want to do the Inhumans anymore because now they have the X-Men.
I feel like they've given up on the Inhumans.
Well, the reason they started focusing on the Inhumans more
was because they didn't have the rights to the X-Men. Now they have the X-Men, so now they don't want to focus on the Inhumans at all. It's like they're two separate things. Just do them properly at this point.
To be fair, the Inhumans are basically the same thing as X-Men. It's just more fantasy.
Yeah, but there's different stuff about them. They live on the moon and shit. Like,
yeah, but overall, I don't really care that much about the Inhumans.
Yeah.
They're kind of cool, but that's it.
I would like to see Black Bolt done properly because he's a cool character.
He's
the idea of someone who can't talk at all because it will create like devastation. Like, there's stuff you can do with that.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like, one of the main reasons I wanted them done properly, this is not a thing anymore, was because I wanted my fucking World War Hulk storyline.
Oh yeah,
but that's never happening. I know that. You've already ruined Planet Hulk. You've already ruined Son of Hulk. So you've outright skipped World War Hulk. There is no way to do it at this point.
Unless you do a flashback movie, which why would you do that?
Yeah, you do another fucking multiverse thing. But again, you can't do a flashback movie anyway because you would have to say this has happened. Like, oh, remember when Hulk went to war with the world? Oh yeah, I remember when he did that and we didn't talk about it. It happened during those 5 years in between Infinity War.
Kind of like what happened with the Eternals with that giant alien that came out of the ground, and they haven't talked about it except for in one news article in the Miss Marvel TV show.
Notice this gigantic colossus shaped like a human suddenly appeared out of the fucking
people have been talking about that, saying like, why don't they mention that in the movies? And then they mentioned it in the background in Miss Marvel, and they're like, see, they finally mentioned it. Now you guys have to shut up about it. It's like, I'm sorry, that's not enough. If somebody destroyed a building, they would talk about it in a conversation.
Like, remember, the Thor movie had consequences. Like in Avengers, they're like, we have to prepare an arsenal now because we found out aliens exist, which ruined later because Fury has always known aliens exist. Like,
that was the worst part of Captain Marvel.
Yeah, and Avengers had like a ton of like fallout from that movie.
Sokovia Accord.
The Sokovia Accords were the result of Avengers 2, and Winter Soldier. Mainly Avengers 2.
Yeah, that one I'm like, okay, I kind of get the Tony fucked that up and he is a leader.
But yeah, also Avengers, like Spider-Man Homecoming is a result of the fallout from Avengers.
Kevin feed the called Marvel company to get them to change Kamala Khan's powers to match what they're doing in the Maku.
I don't care anymore. The Maku is how that was read.
No.
I don't even care anymore. There's... I don't know how they can fix the MCU at this point. Like, really? Well, I don't want to sound like all doom and gloom. Like, I'm sure there are ways to do it, but
you know, honestly,
it would require a lot of reworking.
Honestly, in my opinion, they don't need to fix the MCU. They need to reboot it because the original story is done. Do a new story. Like, I'd be totally fine with that. I know some people would be like, but we already had all this stories.
I don't think a reboot would work at this point.
Well,
like, you'd have to wait a while.
To be fair, I mean, maybe. But you know they're eventually going to reboot it.
I know eventually they're gonna, but like to do it now, I don't think it would work. I think people are, and here's why, I think people are a little sick of the reboots. Because there's a lot happening right now, and they're rebooting the DC universe right now.
Well, that's because DC.
Well, I know, yeah, but like that's because they're like that is at least a little understandable because they're going off something that wasn't working in the first place. This is something that was working, and then they fucked it up. And so if you reboot it now, like I think it's going to be really hard to recapture people's enthusiasm.
Maybe.
but you know, again, I'm not a fucking like movie director or like brand manager. I don't fully know how these things work. All I know is if they rebooted Marvel right now, I'd be out.
That's fair. If they rebooted it now, I'd be interested. Like, okay, let's see where this goes.
But to be fair, I'm already mostly out of what they're currently doing.
Yeah, so it's like it's a lose-lose.
Yeah.
The Classic Series went from 2005 to 2008, Alien Force from 08 to 10, Ultimate from 10 to 12, Omniverse from 12 to 14, and Omniverse had 8 seasons. 8 seasons in 2 years? Okay, yeah, they were rushed.
How do you have 8 seasons in 2 years?
One season every season.
One season every actual season. Like some guy down at Cartoon Network was like, I don't know why we call it a season when it lasts more than a season. I'm gonna correct this problem.
You're gonna start on November 15th, and you're gonna end in February 28th.
I've had enough. It ain't right, I tell you.
This goes against the law of nature. I'm not watching it, so I'm not enjoying it.
I hear it's great, so... But I didn't really watch much of the original show. Like, it was never on. For me, the DC shows were on. Like...
Yeah, I watched, like, a few episodes of the original X-Men show, and that was about it.
You know what was funny? One time, I remember one time I was watching Spider-Man, like the cartoon was on, and my mom was like, alright, Andrew, we have to go. I was like, but I want to see what happens. And you know what she said? Spider-Man will win. You know what? That's what'll happen. and then we left. And I was like, I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, that is an argument a lot of people use as to why they don't like comic book films, because it's like, oh, the good guy always wins. It's like, well, yeah. I don't want to go to the movies to watch him lose, except for Infinity.
You want to but it's fun to watch them win.
It's how they win. It's what happens.
And they kick some serious ass.
Yeah. Let's see. Please, let's refrain from speaking about MCU's Taskmaster, please. Let's do that. For a man named Gambit, your poker face is very poor. God, I love that.
That wasn't Taskmaster. That was Objective Doer.
Objective Doer.
Not even Objective Master. Just a guy who does objective.
Objective Apprentice.
Yeah, Objective Apprentice.
I want to make a character called Objective Apprentice.
Yeah.
Just wait until Secret Wars Part 2 for the reboot. Oh, God. What's even the next Marvel arc after Kang got booted? Probably Doctor Doom or Galactus.
Yeah, I think Doctor Doom would be the next one to go with,
that
and then
Galactus.
Galactus would be after that, I would think. Because Galactus is a bigger threat than Doom, so you'd want to go Doom next, then Galactus.
Yeah, that's the equivalent of saying we have Spider-Man at home.
And you know, like, and it would make sense because Fantastic Four will lead in great to Doctor Doom, and eventually that'll lead into Galactus as well.
Let's see.
You know, I'll be honest, they could get me back if they make Doctor Doom the new big bad, because I'd be curious to see that.
He's one of the smartest people on the planet, and he has taken over all of Earth at least twice.
I'm sure Kang has a lot of potential. It's just he's a guy I knew almost nothing about when this started. Then again, I knew almost nothing about Thanos when it first started.
Kang is he has some really cool stories, but he also has some really fucking stupid ones. Like the one where he breaks into Avengers Tower to try because he knows that one of the women in the Avengers Towers will eventually give birth to the next space messiah, and so he goes in there to
Neil Breen
to force himself on all of the women because he doesn't know which one it is.
What
so
the
he will be the father of the space messiah. Yeah, that's yeah. That was a story.
All right, do that in a movie. Wait a minute. Actually, the guy they cast to play Kang was the perfect actor to play him. Hold on a minute. You gotta get him back. It's perfect casting. Get Jonathan Majors in here and do that storyline. Damn it. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that is one of the Kang stories. They probably weren't going to do that one.
That's another thing. They're totally fucked now because Jonathan Majors is out, right? Like,
yeah.
What are you going to do? Recast him?
You could. It would just...
I guess.
It would bug me that you recast him and not T'Challa, but whatever.
Well, it would be for very different reasons.
I understand why they did it. I just disagree.
It was a lose-lose situation, really. Like, no matter what they pick, they lose. With T'Challa, I didn't even criticize like their choices with the Black Panther sequel because I was like, I don't know what else to do, honestly. I know you think recasting is the way to go, and maybe it was, but you know a ton of people would have been mad about that, and it would always feel weird.
Maybe. I
don't even know.
This is one of those times where I wish I had a alternate dimension hopper so I could see the universe where they did recast and see if it worked or not.
I want to see the universe where the cape never got canceled. Let's go to that evil timeline from Community.
The worst timeline.
Mm-hmm. Is it really the worst timeline if the cape didn't get canceled, though?
Cartoon Network aired a lot of the episodes out of order. Why? Why would you do that? What is that? How does that get people to come back to watch your show?
Wait, what?
For Omniverse, they aired the episodes out of order.
What? Omniverse is just a dumpster fire. I've had enough of this. Yeah. Why is this entire camp just have dogs walking around? Where are the goddamn Mongolians?
These are the guard dogs. They're supposed to bark when they catch someone.
You know why we haven't defeated the Mongols? We need to recruit Mr. Lin from South Park. Goddamn Mongolians!
Bring everybody shitty wow.
Every time we bring Shiwa, the goddamn Mongolians come and knock it down. Oh, is that a banner? I think I saw a banner.
I saw your banner.
Yep. Give me that shit.
Our first banner.
Defeat the Mongols. What Mongols? Kill enemies with poison darts. I can't. There's no enemies.
Thanks for following Super Fun Man. So Super Fun Man asked, "Have you played Devil May Cry?"
I played the reboot. And I enjoyed it enough, but then I checked out the older games, and I was like, oh, I see why people prefer these. The design is better, and the attitude is more fun, and everything. Yeah, I actually bought the whole collection while it was on sale. I just haven't played it yet. I really want to play...
So in other words, he hates the game.
DMC 5 looks really fun, so I'm excited to get to that one.
They purposely sabotaged Omniverse by putting them out of order on poor time. What?
Okay,
why not just cancel the show?
Omniverse is just a dumpster fire, and I'm leaving it at that. I don't know what else to say
just cancel the show. It's so ridiculous. Like, oh yeah, we want the show to fail. Why don't you just cancel it? Well, we can't because it's the network's favorite show.
It's like how Fox wanted Deadpool to fail because they didn't want to be proven wrong. It was an overwhelming success.
Remember, you got to do the poison darts.
I know, I'm doing it.
Well, he was fishing, Andrew.
Well, he's fishing for fish. I'm fishing for, like, complete... Oh, yeah, because you died, so we have to see this flashback again.
By remaining true to our code. And to ourselves.
The poison's just for now. After the Mongols are gone, I won't need it.
Unless someone pisses me off.
More stupid decisions. Agreed. I heard they're recasting the King with Denzel Washington's son. I don't know.
I thought you were saying Denzel Washington, and I got really excited. I was like, oh, that's the way to... Oh, son. Okay.
Maybe he's good, or maybe he'll be like...
He's probably great, but come on, you said Denzel Washington. That guy is the shit.
He'll either be good, or it'll be like Will Smith's son all over again.
Oh, don't even. Come on. Why would you say things like that?
I mean...
I actually feel kind of bad for Jaden Smith. He had way too much thrown at him at an age when, if I was famous at that age, I think I would have been cringe, too.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with all
it's like
stars.
Yeah, like, sometimes, they don't know who they are yet, and yet they have cameras pointed at them from 50
They don't know who they are yet, and they're being told, you're amazing. You're going to be great.
It's not a good way to start out, yeah. Like, Will Smith was... I'm sure he had good intentions, but he was trying so hard to make his son, like, a household name and everything, and I think it backfired.
Oh, it definitely backfired. He's a household name, but for all the wrong reasons.
The Smith family is weird, man.
Yeah, Will Smith was cool, and then... Yeah, that's it. Will Smith was cool. I'll leave it at that.
We didn't need to know as much about him as we know now.
Yeah, we know way too much.
We know too much about this guy.
Yeah,
Dante does a Michael Jackson dance in one scene. Also, the
cool.
franchise does a great twist to the Divine Comedy.
Oh, like of Dante's Inferno? Ooh, that's cool. I didn't know it was actually based on that.
There was a director or a producer who talked about this. He said, like, you know, back in the day...
While he's investigating that dead body, I'm gonna kill the guy he was just hanging out.
I summoned another dead body.
He's like, Dan, get over here! Dan?
Dan, no. We were supposed to go fishing together next week.
He's like, where is everybody?
He's the last guy.
Dan! No! What am I doing?
will guard your body so no one can...
I was tempted to go do ghost stance in front of him and scare the shit out of him. Wait, did you guys over here not hear the horn blow?
Well, it's not that loud.
Traitors.
It's not that loud, Andrew. It can only reach for up to 250 feet. They're 251 feet away.
He's checking the grass patches. Yeah, you can't see me.
His son basically curled Dan reason to have his baby that turned out to be himself to leave Limbo.
I'm sick of it.
And then stupidly happens with the Avengers' choices and manners. Yeah, it's fucking weird. Very strange way to celebrate the Avengers 200th issue. Yeah, it was for the 200th issue too. That's what makes it weird.
Shh, you don't see me.
Very fucked way of kicking Miss Marvel off the team. Cartoon Network is just a shit show. Well, Cartoon Network was a shit show. I heard they've gotten better.
Oh, cool. I cleared out the whole place in stealth. Nice.
The best way to do it.
I did it like a ghost. I remember one cool way they advertised this game was to show you how you could approach fights differently. They went and cleared out one base in as like a samurai, and then they went and did the same base as the ghost.
Oh.
Like they said, so we've got samurai gear and we're just going to take them head on. They did the standoff and fought everyone. And they were like, now we're going to do it in the ghost armor and do it all stealthily and shit.
An iconic actor, he better be.
He's talking about Denzel Washington's son and how he's pretty good. Thanks again for all the cheers.
Well, I don't think being the son of an iconic actor automatically would make you a great actor. Like, my piece of shit dad was a really great accountant, and I don't know shit about accounting.
Sure.
I also like to think I'm not a piece of shit.
Well, I've been meaning to talk to you.
Oh, shit. I knew this convo was coming.
Alright, let's take a quick break for a bit, guys.
Actually, it's 6:48. Do you want to just wrap up?
Oh, if you want to just wrap up here. I mean, it has been over 3 hours, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's been over 3 hours, so if you're feeling like stopping, we could just stop.
Yeah. I always forget 6:30 is the 3 hour mark.
Oh, is that a Sakai banner? Oh, yes. It is. Interesting.
Of course, it's on a mountain.
Alright, into the water. Whee!
Why don't we dive? 0 out of 10 game.
Oh, I found a duel.
Oh yeah, let's do this. And then
good thing to finish on. He was respectful, by the way. Did you hear? He said, yeah, Lord Sakai, thanks for coming.
Classic Japanese
Yeah,
fight.
this is pretty badass. That's why my banner was there. He put it there to learn.
He probably did. Segmenting and Marvel stuff really makes time fly, doesn't it? Yeah, it does actually. When you have something to talk
You're
about.
scared of me now! Oh, oh! It's a little cheap during a duel.
I mean, it's his fault for getting scared for me just lifting my sword up.
He's like, I didn't expect you to lift it, though. Lifting is...
This is just a job.
Damn, he's being so honorable.
Yeah. It shows there's still some decent people in the Straw Hats, but... You are still traitors who are killing your own people, so...
It's that or starve, though. And when you are faced with those options, more people than not would pick the traitor side.
Finished it with a heavenly strike, baby!
You deserved it. To die as a warrior.
Duel under falling water. You mean a waterfall? No, falling water.
It's actually raining. This isn't a waterfall, it's just raining. What does doing the duels give you again?
I actually don't remember. It gets you something.
Okay.
There's 5 of them, I think. We've done 2.
We've only done 2? Okay, now you've lost all your honor.
So, and with that, we conclude our stream for the day. He was honorable. We do not have to be.
Thank you, all of you, for joining us here in the Dragon's Den. I hope you all had a wonderful time. A good morning, noon, night, evening, whatever time it's for you today. Thank you, Mike Lightning, for following and chatting with us the whole time. Thank you, Talking to Carl, for all the bits. Thank you, who just followed. I'm forgetting. The person who just followed, Fun something. Super Fun Man, thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody else who joined, who has been here before. Thank you for using those channel points. Andrew, is there anything you want to say real quick?
Shogun video by Friday, so watch that, please. And I heard there's a trailer for Blood of Zeus Season 2, so maybe you'll see a trailer reaction to that soon.
Yeah, I saw that popping off in the recommendeds on Netflix yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay,
well, the Season 1 was, and so... Anyways, thank you all for being here. Stay safe, stay smart, stay healthy, be thankful for everything and everyone in your life. And the #1 rule here in the Dragon's Den, don't believe in yourself. Believe in me, who believes in you.